Missouri, which is near Nixa and Springfield, he's opening up like this new facility. So he'll probably be doing some sort of like ribbon cutting thing. So that's where he might be scheduled to be. And you know people out there.
Yeah.
So maybe we could go to that.
Now let's not stalk him.
Oh.
Let's not go
You don't want me to get in jail?
restraining order style.
I want him to really like me.
Let's do this legit.
Let's write him a
Listen,
letter.
you guys have stayed all night in the Best Pro Shop.
Yeah.
You have connections in the company.
Yeah.
We're going to figure this out.
Okay, we'll get that one.
I don't know about the golf part, but I think we can get you to probably a handshake.
Okay.
Will that count?
It's got to be a picture. You got to take a picture.
Gotta
We
have
could
a
always
picture.
do the one in Springfield even has the electronic driving range in there, so maybe that'll work.
That would definitely work. There you go. Now we're that compromise is how you make things happen.
When
All
you
right.
meet him, you got to bring 2 clubs with you.
Yes.
He's like got the big scissors at a ribbon cutting, and you just like run up with 2 clubs.
You know, 2 clubs. Hey, hit this ball. And just
Hey,
set
man,
a tee
don't
down.
ask questions. Just hit
Do
this
it.
ball
Do it.
and know that this means a lot to me. All right,
Thank you.
cool. Create a float trip race was your next one.
And Moon had on his something to do with floating and camping
Big
out
float
stuff. So I
bonfire.
figured we could do a very lazy, slow motion float trip race, which I think just sounds funny. And
Like
but-
in tubes or what type of vessel?
no, it has to be on the. Well, we could do tubes, but I think each
In
one of us has a
canoes?
raft. All 5 of us have a raft,
Okay,
and we have
raft.
numbers.
That
And
defeats the purpose of a float trip. The float trip is slow.
that's the whole point. It's a float trip race. It's not about speed. This is.
Well, what's the racing part of it?
I don't know. Whoever finishes first wins.
It should be
It's a
whoever
big
finishes
deal.
last.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yes.
I wonder if we could do a float trip, like a scavenger hunt, like certain photos or certain things we have to spot on the river in order
Use
to.
Band-Aid.
What kind of mushroom is this?
Yeah. Or like guy with hysterical sunburn.
See,
Get a
float trip
picture.
race to me is defeats. Float trip is supposed to be
Hey.
lazy.
This isn't
This
your
is-
list.
I know.
It's a fun.
This
it's
is
an
his
ironic
dreams.
race.
Look at
It's
his
an
beautiful dreams.
I'm looking at them on paper. I'm tearing them apart. I'm trying to tamper expectations.
Basically, all I want to do is be on the river. So
Okay,
if
you
we
wanna
go
go-
floating, that
Okay,
would be
fine.
awesome.
With us?
you, yeah. With
This
us.
is the race would be with
Yeah,
all of us.
yeah, I think it'd be
Okay.
so
that'd
fun.
Great. I would love
Just
to
to hang
float.
out.
All right. I'm down for
I
that.
think it'd be a great day, man. That'd be
I'm
awesome.
floating this Saturday.
And it's our practice run for the Rizz cruise.
Yes.
So this will be good.
The Rizz cruise. Someone did email in about that, by the way. But anyway, someone with connections.
Next.
Cruise connections. Next. This one is doable, I think. Climb the big wall. It's so ill.
Yeah.
Rock climbing.
The
right?
one out in St. Charles.
What
Yeah.
is that?
They have 2 locations. It's a rock climbing company, and they make all kinds of molds, stuff like that, but also like these shoes I'm wearing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
They
Wear
make-
rock climbing shoes.
Yeah, and they're awesome. They make these are the Jason Momoa.
These are
shoes.
your skin tone colored
Yeah.
shoes.
So I have to wear 'em.
Put your arm up to those skin.
Those are rock climbing shoes.
No, they make cool dress shoes, but they have rock climbing shoes as well.
Those are cute.
And yes, it
And
is.
just like ginger shoes, no soles.
Wait, so
Oh,
Oh, I thought that said Southern Illinois. I thought that meant Southern Illinois.
That's what I thought too, but I think it's just named after that.
so
I think
ill.
well, I think it was Southern Illinois. Then I don't know why.
So ill rock
I
climbing.
need to ask them why they
Is So
named it.
Ill a company?
Yeah, and they're based here in St. Louis. They actually have their headquarters is now in the Hill, and a really cool old building down there, and it's very.
So you want to
very
climb
awesome.
a wall? It's at a place called So
It's
Ill.
huge,
Okay,
the big
so
wall.
that's
and
very
I
cheap.
need because also it's about working out. So if I can get myself, I can complete that. That's a big goal to ring
Yes.
the little bell up there, and whew, that's a
Okay,
workout.
All right.
I'd love to do that with you. Climb
Okay.
a rock wall.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Next.
So says the Bass Pro guy has a golf course, his own golf course in Branson.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
it
you
does.
know.
It's
Oh,
expensive
it's
as hell.
very
Is that the
nice.
top of the rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a par
There's a
3
couple.
19th hole. You win $1,000 if you hole it out.
Huh.
That'd be wild.
Pretty awesome.
All right, next, which that one's very doable. I'm sure we have people in the rock climbing biz. Get a key to the city of STL or of equal or lesser value, Overland.
Oh, and the Overland.
City of Overland.
I think
I think that would be
very
huge.
doable.
yes.
I think
If we
I'd
start
take both,
if we
but-
start a letter writing campaign,
yeah, man.
Okay.
I think we can get you the
if
key
there's
to Overland.
anybody in
Huge.
the in Overland government listening, dude, this man is an ambassador.
Yes.
He is.
An ambassador
He's
to
in your
Overland.
parade.
I mean, if anybody's deserving of a key to the city of Overland, it's this man to my
Thank you.
left.
Are you going to give a speech once you receive the key?
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that works.
I just
Love
know that
that.
the key is important, and I
I think
Would love that.
they present you at a conference like in the town square of Overland
With a whole bunch of microphones
with
and
a
stuff.
podium.
Is there a town square?
I don't know, but there's a podium. And
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello. All right, here we are. It's Friday. It's raining, and it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain pretty much
Today's a wet day.
all day.
I'm so
and
bummed.
into tomorrow.
there's so many things going on tonight too, like Celebration Day, the Led Zeppelin tribute.
Well, there were so many things going on this weekend. All right, so this is from Fox 2, and this was updated a little after 5:15. A surge of moisture from hurricane.
This weekend, so moist, guys.
Oh, it's going to be so moist today. Moist today, moist tomorrow. Not so moist on Sunday.
Yeah, dried up on
That's
Sunday.
That's exactly how they put it on Channel 2. Moist today, kind of moist tomorrow, not moist at all on Sunday. Now, they say the surge of moisture from Hurricane Helene and an upper-level low-pressure center over the mid-Mississippi Valley coming together as expected and creating a wet Friday for the St. Louis area.
Moist is one of those days that if you say, words that if you say it enough, it sounds like you have an accent. Like
Moist.
you started sounding. If you had said it one or two more times, it would have sounded like
That's
you were.
the most I've said that
That's the
in
most
such
you've said moist.
such a short amount of time,
Yeah.
I think, in my life.
It was. You were packing them in.
Yeah.
Your quota's full now, man.
Steady rain will be with us Friday through the daytime hours, with the heaviest falling from mid-morning through late afternoon after 6. The heavier rain looks like it'll shift back to the east a bit, but the light showers will be hanging around until late into the evening. Windy on Friday with gusts around 30 through this evening. Southern Illinois may see gusts to 40. Rainfall totals will average close to 1 inch in Metro St. Louis, with lower totals to the northwest and much higher totals to the southeast. Some of the southeastern counties could see 2 to 4 inches of rain before the remnants of Helene finally drift away on Sunday. The rest of the weekend will be not as wet. However, Helene's remnants won't be too far away. Expect the occasional spotty shower or thunderstorm, especially Saturday and Sunday. High temperatures for the weekend will be in the mid-70s. Sunshine returns on Monday. So what do we got this weekend? We got Billy Joel tonight. Mm-hmm. Evolution Fest tomorrow and Sunday. Mm-hmm. The NHRA Midwest Nationals over the racetrack.
That's right.
That's this weekend.
Eureka Days down in Eureka.
Eureka Days. Sky Wars over at Innsbruck. And you guys know what that is? It's
That's
the world's...
remnants of the fireworks, right? All the leftover fireworks.
Yeah, it's like the biggest fireworks competition in America.
Wow.
Whoa.
Canceled.
Oh, that was canceled.
Yeah, they canceled that.
Well, I know.
Canceled.
I know the rest of the weekend stuff is not canceled, mostly because it went from like 80% chance Saturday night to 30 or 40% chance. So it is looking better for the weekend. Today is screwed.
Yeah.
But they're saying that it's not going to be a washout for the weekend. So all these events are still on. You know what I feel bad for is anybody at a concert, obviously tonight, but all these kids have the homecoming games.
Yeah.
This is homecoming weekend for half of these high schools.
Yeah, I know they moved a lot of the games to last night.
Oh, they did?
They moved,
I missed it.
I don't know a lot, but they moved quite a few of these high school homecoming games to last night. But there are games tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm sure a lot of them are going to get canceled. If they don't do them,
Well, they play in the rain.
I'm not going to watch in the rain.
No, well, you're not going to watch in the rain. Grab a poncho, pal.
What about the cheerleaders? Do they stand out there in the rain
They
too?
got
They got
ponchos
their
too.
rain suits on.
Oh,
The
man.
warm-up suits.
God, I feel
Yeah,
bad
my
for
daughter
that kid.
and her cheer bags got a poncho.
Really? She never talked
They're
about
out
that.
there.
So I got,
Anything it takes.
Rain or shine,
oh, no.
snow or sleet.
Well, for her sake, I hope it gets canceled.
Spirit can
Not
get
canceled,
wet.
moved.
It still works.
But if there's, I mean,
No, the spirit wicks the water away.
if there's nobody in the stands to cheer for, that seems miserable.
You're cheering on the boys.
Well, yeah, right, but that's not their job. They're cheering on the crowd. You know what I mean? I mean, they're cheering on the boys, but it's their job to pump up the crowd. They're facing the crowd. They're facing
Yeah,
us.
I don't know.
Yeah, Celebration Day at St. Louis Music Park tonight with,
Oh no!
I know, Jimmy
Well,
Griffin and all the guys.
But that's got a roof, though. Yeah.
yeah, but
Not the whole thing.
Okay.
The very end doesn't, but
very
most
end
of it
doesn't.
does.
you
most
think that
of
they
it
could get the
does.
show in?
Totally.
it's
totally.
rain or
Right.
shine. Most of
that-
these concerts are rain or shine.
That
Right.
one will be fine.
I know for Evolution, I think it was the Post-Dispatch interviewed Joe Litvag, our buddy, who's the producer on the show. He goes, hey, grab some rain boots. Mm-hmm. Grab a poncho,
Woodstock, baby.
unless it's
Yeah.
dangerous with the wind.
Which I don't think it will be past today. Today they're saying it's going to be pretty nasty, but the weekend is spot showers. Saturday day, maybe Sunday day.
Yeah, unless it's going to be very windy and there's they put up those makeshift stages. It's going on. Billy Idol's playing tomorrow night.
That's right.
The Killers are playing Sunday. STL City SC, they have a game on Saturday, right? It's Kansas City, right?
Yes. Yeah, big rival
Sporting
match.
KC's in town. Mm-hmm. St. Charles Oktoberfest is this weekend.
Oh, is it really?
That's sweet.
That's a fun one, man.
Yeah.
You actually,
went one
Yeah,
year.
you came out with us
Yeah.
and we hung out. We
Yeah, I
had
actually went across the river. It was crazy.
we had dinner right there by the water. It was freaking sweet, man.
I actually crossed the river.
Good job,
It's a
man.
big deal.
You know, I got the canoe, and I put the family in the canoe. We rowed.
That didn't happen.
What? We have bridges now? We have bridges now.
You don't strike me as a man who canoes.
Are you kidding me? I used to be a canoer. We used to canoe up in the Adirondacks.
What's your favorite kind of water vessel to be in?
Yacht?
Exactly. Okay.
That's similar.
I'm taking another cruise ship here in a couple weeks.
That should be a punishment for you, is canoeing, going with like me down a river, just lazily.
Going with you anywhere.
Yeah, I know. It should be punishment for you, but especially if we had to both be in the same canoe.
No, when I was a teenager, I mean, we'd go up into the Adirondacks up in upstate New York, and, we'd be out for days.
You a float trip gal?
Oh, I'm a river rat through and through.
But you won't go on a cruise ship?
Nah. I can swim to the bank, dude. I can
Yeah,
touch
she
my-
got to see the shore.
I got to be able to river cruise, I'm all over it.
Is a huge floating shore
Mississippi.
I don't care.
run by professional water
River
people.
Viking cruises, I'm down. International water cruises, I'm out. I can't deal. I need to be able to see the
yeah, I
bank.
don't think we could change our mind on that one.
Until we get her on a cruise ship, and then she go, you know what,
Yeah,
guys?
we'd have to, like,
This
B.A.
is
Baracus
dope.
her.
Listen, I don't
And
know
like
why.
drug her and then bring her on the ship, and when she comes to, we'll be in the middle of the Atlantic.
For
No,
for
we just have
alliteration
to-
purposes, the Rizzuto Show river cruise is the best idea ever. I don't know why you guys want to act like we're from
What
Hawaii.
river?
No, you know
The
what we got to do?
Mississippi.
We got to get a Stevie Nicks VIP.
You know that would drag you under if you had to get in
I
the
know,
Mississippi
but
River, right?
Tina Turner, the soul of Tina Turner would save me.
Okay.
What if you could hang out with Stevie Nicks for a week?
Yeah. You can put everybody I
treatment,
love
all
on that boat.
freezies.
Really? So even like the Stevie Nicks cruise,
No.
Well, why not?
the I Love Stevie Nicks cruise,
Her magic is not going to overcome my fear of a shark eating me in the night.
and you know what? That says something.
The
and
night.
I believe you.
Thank you.
I believe you.
Anyway, back to you.
Okay,
As do
well,
I.
listen, it's Friday. Let's be happy. Should we do happy story, or should we get the misery out of the way?
Get the misery
Hey, if
out
you're
of the way.
looking-
Yeah.
Nate Craig is at the Funny Bone, too, this weekend if you're dying to get out of the rain.
Well, and from what I hear, the Funny Bone has a roof,
Has a roof,
and you don't need a poncho.
and it barely leaks.
You don't need a poncho to see him.
He's a good dude. Bill Burr opened for Bill Burr for the last year. He's crushing it. Just got passed at the store. Get in now. I can still see him in a small venue.
So Funny Bone Westport
Yep.
this weekend.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
If you're looking for some ha-has.
Oh, wait, you guys went to go see Beetlejuice last night.
Yes.
Okay, so King Scott and Rafe went down to the Alamo Draft House.
Yes.
Did. Yeah. It's a great time, man. Thanks to Margaret and her husband, Sean. They were super nice. Rolled out the red carpet for us.
Who was down there? Who was in the theater?
A lot of
I don't know.
people that we
People.
didn't know. But
Well, was it like
my wife and
no,
Tina?
No, what I'm saying is jerks.
Yeah, was it like
was
radio
it like
people?
a radio
Was it a
people
media
thing? Was
day?
it a
Was it
media
a-
day?
Oh,
was it
I
a-
see.
No, I think we were included as media, but I don't think it was a media day per se.
Well,
If it wasn't, we didn't have like a mixer.
Like, do you see like Guy Phillips down there, or
No,
Former Cardinal baseball players.
We just got to go. We met them, and we went and sat down, and
They fed you.
they fed us.
What did you eat?
Man,
It was Beetlejuice themed menu, right?
yeah, I had. They had some kind of Beetlejuice banana pudding.
Yeah, I went for that too.
They had. I had avocado toast, which was actually pretty good.
avocado toast? Because that screams Beetlejuice to me.
What's green?
Oh, okay.
And then what else do we have? Some kind of truffle.
So hip.
Yeah, the truffle popcorn.
Oh, the truffle popcorn is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a normal on the menu thing.
I had corn. They let me order off the kids' menu. I tested them. Corn dog nuggets. Didn't even push back at all. So big props to the Alamo Draft House
They
for
do it
keeping it
right.
real on the kids' menu for everybody.
All right. So you had corn dog nuggets, you had popcorn, you had avocado toast. So bellies are full.
Tina had
Oh, man.
several margaritas.
The Beetlejuice margs?
I don't know if they were Beetlejuice or habanero or something, but she had plenty of them.
Because there's this Beetlejuice thing, that drink that's going. I think that's at AMC's.
Oh, really?
No, there was stuff there.
Yeah,
Yes,
they had
they always
everything.
they customize a cocktail for every movie.
No,
they
I know,
show.
but there's one that's like 30-something bucks.
Oh,
Whoa.
That it's made the news because I think it was AMC, and they're like, "This is."
Dude, I'll tell you this. That's my first time. I've done comedy at an Alamo Draft House in L.A. I've never actually saw a movie there. That's some next level stuff they got going on there.
I agree.
Like the whole process of ordering is so good.
Dude.
You hit a light, you got a little order form, you got a menu, you write it down. The girl comes, she's in and out like a ninja. She's getting your stuff.
They even bring doggy bags by.
Did you guys do the unisex bathrooms?
That's the only ones there.
I don't know. We peed. I did pee in a urinal. And Tina did walk into the one that said just urinals.
Yeah, I was at the urinal, and all of a sudden I see Tina. She like yelled or something. I was like,
she pushed you forward. Which
She
is,
said,
that's
"You
her
need
move.
any help?"
It's AMC's Beetlejuice themed drink, $31.
$31, my lord.
And it's gone viral because people are like, "What? This is a cocktail in a plastic cup
Well, he pops
with some
out of it.
gummy with some sour gummy worms on top for $31."
That's creative.
Dude, they even had a Beetlejuice there last night.
Yeah, he was there.
It's sour gummy worm prices from
Oh, they
More
call
excited
theater
about
prices.
that, I'm not
They
gonna
call
lie.
them sour sandworms.
Did you take a picture with the Michael Keaton impersonator? Or
We did. Or Tina did. She had on like a Beetlejuice striped dress. So felt bad. The guy was really giving it his all, and I didn't feel like this audience was giving him what he needed. Scott, would you agree with that?
100%.
what do you mean?
It was a quiet group
I just
there.
have been in that situation. The guy came down, he like popped his head out of the projector room, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" It's Beetlejuice. And then we're just like,
Expecting
all
Bobby
right.
Wiggly
And everyone was just dead silent. And I was like, come on, man, this guy's, come on, he's performing for us. Let's give him something. This is a free thing. What do you people need? I felt bad for the guy. I started having trauma for this guy. I'm like, I've been there. You're bombing, Beetlejuice. You're bombing right now.
He went back to his car and cried.
And he's like, he goes, what he say, Scott? He goes, I could come down there, introduce a movie, but somebody's got to say my name 3 times.
Oh, yes.
Who wants, can I get a volunteer? Crickets.
No.
And I was just like,
Why don't you stand up?
I did.
Good.
He did it.
Damn right I did.
You said it 3 times?
And I met with a high energy that frightened people. I said it too hard.
Enough where they probably thought you were a plant
Or they thought that I was probably,
or mentally challenged.
yeah, they probably were like, oh, this is it. This Make-A-Wish kid stood up and screamed, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I screamed it really loud.
You know what's wild? I feel like at those free events, you get less out of people. It's like if
It's because they think, yeah, I agree with you.
if it was a theater
They
filled
got no
with
skin
people
in the
that,
game.
yeah, it's so weird. There's something psychological.
Why I don't like
about
free
that.
comedy shows.
There's something psychological about that. Like if you paid for it, you're like, I'm
gonna
gonna
enjoy the hell out
involve
of this.
myself.
Yeah.
'Cause it's actually pretty cool to have a person introduce the movie.
Yeah, that would be
There's something
great.
classy about it.
It was cool. And the guy was like in full costume, and I'm like, he'd say something where clearly you should be clapping and nobody would clap. And I'm like, you guys suck. Me and Scott are like clapping. They're like, look at these 2 special boys over here. They're clapping at everything. But
I've been on stage and been that person too.
me too. And that's why I have muy empathy.
Yeah.
I was just like, this dude's.
Nothing makes
Got
you
his
feel
face
smaller.
painted. He's got like a bald cap on. He's out here and he's like, all right, everybody knows Beetlejuice. Hey, keep your phones off. Don't make me come down there. You know,
At
he was
least-
trying to do some bits and
You know,
give
at
the
least
rules.
with that, he's a character playing something.
Yeah, but
And not
there's
a human.
With us, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, here's Rafe Williams, and nobody's clapping for you.
Yeah.
that's why stand-up is so brutal. If you don't like a movie I'm in, you don't like a character I played. If you don't like stand-up, you just don't like me as a person.
You don't like you as a person.
Yeah.
At least that guy's a character. You know, you're not paying attention to the character. When he takes the makeup off, he's,
People started getting
Mark
on board
Smith.
by the end. Thank the Lord.
Beetlejuice has feelings too, though, man.
He does.
He does. Very much.
And the movie was great. It's everything it needed to be, in my opinion.
Letter grade. Letter grade.
Scott?
I'm giving it a solid A.
Oh,
really?
wow.
And
Yes.
A, remember, in my book, A is reserved for something you would watch again.
I will definitely watch this again.
Good.
It's
Really?
Tim Burton at his finest. Like, it's
Fine.
beautiful. Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll go A-.
I don't think we have anything on Sunday. I think Sunday may be a Beetlejuice day.
Yeah. It's just fun. Just go in there with that you just want
With
to
a good attitude? That's the
Yeah.
issue for me. I don't have a good attitude.
Yeah. There's no... Plot-wise, it was enough. It
Yeah.
didn't need to be... You know, we didn't
wasn't
need to
trying
find
too
out
hard.
that Beetlejuice was a former civil rights activist in a past life or anything. You know, like he's just... It was a nod to the old, but it didn't lean super hard on the nostalgia. It just
Yeah.
kind of carried on with the story.
Okay,
and they did
so-
a great job writing Homeboy out of it.
Oh,
Jeffrey,
boy.
Oh, yeah.
whatever his name is. They did a great job.
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey
Yeah,
Jones.
Did they?
Jones.
Well, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to.
Everybody knows.
They kill him off.
Yeah, he's.
Tragic.
Lydia's dad.
That's
Yeah.
why they go back to the house, is like for his wake.
Well, and yeah, and he's the guy he was Principal Rooney from Ferris
Yeah.
Bueller's Day Off. He's Lydia's dad.
Stayed out
He's
of
Lydia's real dad in
The way they handled it was
because
brilliant.
Catherine O'Hara was the stepmom, right?
Yes.
Right. The way they handled it was great. They showed he died on a bird watching expedition, and
'cause
they show a
he's looking at-
claymation version of him.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got the rights to his likeness, but they must have had it. And he survives the plane crash, but then gets eaten by a shark, and the shark bites his head off. So they just have like a headless.
Nice.
It was such a smart way to handle it.
Wow.
It was very, very
That's
smart.
funny.
And
was very,
they
very
also
funny.
made a couple of very subtle jokes about his past.
about the actor's past.
Yeah, but they didn't say it to him directly. It was her to Beetlejuice because he, was trying to. Well, I don't want to give anything away, but
Yeah, he's had his issues with the law
Yeah.
because he's been in some, amazing movies.
he's a great
And dude,
entertainer. Bummer he stinks on the outside.
I got to tell you, Monica Bellucci's in this movie. She is so good looking.
Who?
Monica Bellucci, yeah, she's always been a top
We
10
talked
for me.
hall passes yesterday. Sign me up.
Oh, she is cute.
She is gorgeous. Has been her whole life. She's got to be in like her late 50s.
She looks like a
She's
queen, like
almost
that you would
60.
see in
Yeah,
the
she's
Roman times.
Very regal.
That's the gal from Matrix.
Yeah.
She's
Classic beauty.
She's turning
Classic.
60
It's a great way to put it.
in
Classic
3 days.
beauty.
Okay,
Gorgeous.
would you like to know the Jeffrey Jones scandals? Like what his...
Let's
Oh,
ruin
you don't-
everybody's day with this.
You don't know what this
Friday,
dude did?
man.
Hey,
Yeah,
real
but-
quick,
Yeah.
Yeah,
her
you gotta
partner
do it.
is Tim Burton.
She's married to Tim Burton.
What a man.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Way to go, Tim.
Monica
Way to put
Bellucci
your-
is?
Way to put your girl in the movie.
Wait,
Well,
Tim
his-
Burton's married to her?
His past girl
they're
is
partners, it
in
says.
every one of his movies.
Helen
And I'm
Bonham
giving the
Carter.
movie a
Hold
B
up.
minus
Hold
because I'm
up.
jealous.
Are you sure? Because
Well,
I'm
Helena
looking-
Bonham Carter was his wife, and
Yeah.
she was like his muse, and she'd be in every Tim Burton thing.
And they're still buds, from what I understand.
Hold up. Yeah, partner Tim freaking Burton, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
Changing my letter grade to a B then.
Why?
You're upset.
Because it makes me
Jealous?
upset. I'm jealous. I'm just spitefully
Well, I
changing
mean, it just goes to show that Tim Burton's an interesting looking dude.
He's probably fun and fantastic to talk
gotta
with.
be.
He's a interesting looking guy. It just goes to show you.
He looks pretty good with her. I mean,
Tim Burton?
Yeah.
He's got
Dresses
that Spielberg's crazy cousin look.
I'm into it.
Yeah. All right, Jeffrey Jones. This is the Principal Rooney from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Man, in a million movies. The dad from Beetlejuice. Jones was arrested in 2002 for possession of child sexual abuse material and soliciting a 14-year-old boy to produce sexually explicit materials between September 2000 to May 2001. Jones photographed the child and paid him to pose nude on multiple occasions wearing a cowboy hat with stuffed animals and dressed as a Native American. Jones surrendered himself and was released on bond prior to arraignment. Jones pleaded not guilty to the possession charge and no contest to a charge of soliciting a minor. The victim initiated a separate civil action against Jones seeking damages and compensation. The misdemeanor charge of possession of child porn was dropped following his no contest plea. His attorney emphasized that there was no allegation of improper physical contact. His punishment was 5 years probation, counseling, and the requirement to register as a sex offender. As of 2021, Jones was listed on the California Department of Justice National Sex Offender Database. Other offenses. He was arrested twice for failing to update his sex offender status, first in Florida in 2004 and in California in 2010. Pleaded guilty to the felony charges in California, receiving a sentence of 250 hours of community service and 3 years of probation. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sadly, when I found out that all this terrible stuff was a part of his life, I was like, see ya. Like, I don't get, like, because he was such a hated character in Ferris Bueller that I feel like, all right, yeah, I didn't care about you anyway.
Yeah.
Type of thing. I'm like, gross. See ya. But yeah, being the dad, he didn't really have a huge role in Beetlejuice. He was kind of just a side character.
Yeah, he was just there.
A nuisance, like.
What, in the first one? Oh, I think he was key.
Really?
Oh yeah, because he's the reason that they were there.
I know, but Catherine O'Hara took, as far as the parents go, she was more vibrant and stood out.
His character moved the plot forward, but
right. But if you remember the scenes, like he's in the office and he's doing the bird watching and he's just trying to relax and he is the one that's being annoyed by everything.
And he's in the office when they start bringing the sculptures in, right?
And he's just trying to relax. Like, he's a fairly key point in the first 25 minutes for sure.
Yeah. Well, do they reference Otho?
No.
He's dead, right?
They don't even touch Otho? Bummer.
No.
The real.
But they did do. They made it. They were such. She's a scene stealer anyway, so she's great. You know, they made it. She decided to make the House of Grief installation. She immediately made it about her and making it an art installation that encapsulates grief. And it was just good. They just handled it really well. And Justin Theroux was good in it, too. He was funny.
Oh, I forgot he was in that.
I feel like she had been pulling a lot from that.
Willem Dafoe, good in it. Very funny.
Oh, he's very good.
I feel like Catherine O'Hara has been pulling from that character for a lot of different things, including Craps Creek, you know what I'm saying? Like that, the delivery that she made with that character, the stepmom, I feel like she's kind of remolded and thrown, a change up from that same pitching.
It hits perfect though.
Yeah, you know what I
listen,
mean?
I'll see it. No more. I will see it on Sunday.
Thanks to the Alamo Draft House.
Yeah, thank you
nice.
again.
Thanks for showing us a good time. Awesome. Thanks for the invite. What time did you guys get home?
9:30, 10-ish.
It was a little after 9:30 for us.
Okay, that's not bad. What time did the movie start?
That's not bad at all.
7:30, right? Or 7:45?
Okay.
Nice.
It's a quick movie.
Right.
Yeah, it's a quick
Didn't overdo it.
Feels good.
Oh, good.
And you know what else? And this isn't a giveaway of any kind. They shot it. It felt like you were watching. It felt like they shot it in whatever millimeter film they shot the first one in. It didn't feel over HD or you know what I mean?
Over special effects or anything?
No, it felt very much like it was of the 90s almost.
That's great. Because that's key for that.
Yeah, because I think film has actually made a comeback.
He kept the aesthetic, and it may have been shot on film.
That was my problem with Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. Or Alice in Wonderland and Willy Wonka. It just seemed a bit much. It wasn't...
The Willy Wonka one seemed a bit much.
Yeah, it was too polished.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, the newest one he did.
I really liked it. I thought it was different.
I didn't hate it.
Monica Bellucci was married to that Vincent Castle guy forever.
Who's Vincent Castle?
He's like a weird-looking dude, too. Good-looking guy. He was like the French actor that he's in all kinds of stuff. That guy. He's kind of got my forehead, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man, I'm curious to see how they wrote the couple off of the property. They couldn't leave the property.
Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna see it.
They said
I'm gonna see it on Sunday.
Well, didn't they? I thought in the original they pass on. they like find the loophole and they pass on.
No,
That's
Lydia,
the
I
whole-
thought lives there because she floats up to the ceiling and
Yeah, they become buds.
they adopt her.
Yeah, the football team's dancing.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch the OG.
All right,
Or
so
maybe there's a cameo.
Oh,
never know.
Don't spoil nothing.
Okay.
All right, so these are my Friday leftovers, all stories I never got to this week. So maybe there's some good ones, maybe there's some bad ones. Ah, man, this local story, it's all over the place. The one with the puppy.
I know.
You know the story?
The puppy got stabbed by this deranged man. Yeah.
Do you know the story, guys?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Terrible. Puppy's going to survive.
Puppy's all right. Guy was shot by St. Louis police Wednesday after he wandered into an office building and began stabbing himself and his puppy. So he wound up dying at the hospital.
Yeah.
I think that's the update on this story. But authorities haven't said this 37-year-old guy. They don't know why. His name has not been released. 37-year-old guy died from the gunfire. They don't know if he died from the gunfire or whether he died from stabbing himself in the neck. They think he was from Illinois. He was staying at a hotel near the office building on Oakland Avenue. The puppy was being treated, is expected to survive. So about 2:30 in the afternoon on Wednesday, a caller told police that a guy had come into the private offices of a Renaissance Financial and refused to leave. Police said the guy was on the third floor of the building, appeared to have been having a mental health crisis. He was walking around the office with his puppy and sitting in different chairs. When officers got to the scene, the guy grabbed a pair of scissors, started stabbing the pit bull puppy.
It's terrible.
Again, this happened in the private offices of a company called Renaissance Financial. An officer used a taser to try to stop him from stabbing the dog. The guy broke free from the taser,
Wow.
went down the stairwell to the second floor as he stabbed himself in the neck. In the hallway, he sat down. Officers in the tight hallway ordered him to drop the scissors. Instead of dropping the scissors, he went from a seated position to a standing position. The officer felt he was in danger of his life and discharged his firearm after seeing the numerous violent actions this person had already taken. And that's from the police. Wow. He was taken to Barnes. He died. Puppy taken to the Humane Society for treatment. Yesterday afternoon, they said the dog has been treated for, quote, superficial injuries, arrived dehydrated, underweight, but he is expected to make a full recovery.
Yeah. Broke my heart. The whole thing breaks my
The
heart.
whole thing is wild. Yeah.
Like you think about it and it's like, okay, obviously mental illness, yes. Something is going down with this person. And then you think the elevated violence, was it bath salts? Was it meth? Like, were you on some sort of substance that increased the violence?
Well,
mentally ill people are not all violent.
Well, and the taser did not work.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like they tased
superhuman
him.
Strength.
They tased him. That's why, when some of these situations, people are like, just tase him. Sometimes it don't work.
Yeah.
This guy had no effect on him.
Well, and you're trying to assess the situation. Imagine it's a financial place. Somebody woke up and was like, all right, I'm going to go to work and do money math. Do-do-do, I'm ready to do math. Do-do-do. Like, what's this guy here with a puppy for? What's he doing now?
Right.
What's he doing now?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
traumatic.
Like,
Who is this dude?
what a weird scenario to happen in your life when you're working at a financial place, anywhere really. But
Anywhere.
Just think about at your workplace. It's hard to assess that stuff too. I've been in a couple of emergency scenarios that are obviously unexpected. And you see a lot of people freeze, is this, the fight or flight thing. And typically, even if you're a fight person, typically, like each scenario is so different. And in that exact nanosecond that something happens, you really don't know how you're going to react because there's so much to take in such a short amount of time. And anytime something like that happens, your mind just goes, what is happening?
Well, yeah, your mind has to register, what am I seeing?
Yeah.
And
This is most unexpected.
and what would be the most rational response to this completely irrational scenario?
Well, there's 4 things, and I learned this year: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And so we always talk about fight or flight. But freeze is the body's inability to move or act against a threat, often resulting in a state of immobility or being paralyzed. Fawn, the body's attempt to please somebody to avoid conflict, often by accommodating others or keeping them happy, like negotiating. So that is
Fight, flight,
Freeze or
Freeze
fawn.
or fawn.
100% in the scenarios that I've been in that are absolute emergency out of nowhere, the vast majority of people around freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a freeze.
It's the 10-80-10 rule. Like 10% kick into survival, 80% freeze, and then come up with a solution at some point, and then 10% just give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just an unfortunate story, and the man died. The dog's going to be okay, but damn. This is another story here. This is out of Benton County, Arkansas.
Heck
Headline: Couple allegedly tries to sell their baby for $1,000 and beer.
Oh, man, I cost more than
Trash
that in
people.
1981.
$1,000 and a 6-pack.
Wow.
Again, this is Benton County, Arkansas.
Don't they know you can get more? I mean, I was on a Discover card. And my first legal documentation was a receipt.
A couple is accused of trying to sell their 2-month-old baby at a campground for beer and $1,000, according to the Benton County Sheriff's Office. Authorities responded to the Hideaway Campground in Rogers, Arkansas, after a person reported 21-year-old Darren Urban and Shailene Ellers, who's 20, tried to give up their baby for a 6-pack of beer and $1,000. The caller reported the baby appeared to need medical attention, and the baby was taken to the hospital by emergency medical services. According to the police, the baby had been given to a guy at the campground who asked if he could, quote, have the baby overnight in exchange for a 6-pack of beer.
Oh, my God.
The man who appeared, quote, heavily intoxicated when he spoke to authorities said he was concerned about the welfare of the baby. So
Okay.
this guy was actually like, hey, I see this baby's in distress. Let me
Okay.
Yeah.
watch the kid overnight.
Yeah, why don't you have a night out on the campground?
So this guy was the guy who thought the baby was being
Abused?
abused or whatever. He's hammered, but he's got the wherewithal to go,
Wow.
hey, I
Let
see
me keep
something's
this
up
baby.
here.
Okay.
I will give you a 6-pack of beer if you let me have the baby overnight. And the couple, who, the mom and dad will go, okay.
Good Lord.
Oh, my goodness.
Shailene allegedly told the guy and another person it was not working having 3 dogs and a baby, and she would surrender the baby for $1,000.
Not the dogs.
The other man created a letter for the couple to sign and told him he could give them a cashier's check for $1,000 on Monday. The responding officer obtained this letter signed by the baby's parents that read, I, Darren Urban, and Shailene Ellers are signing our rights over to the kid's name of our baby boy for $1,000 on 9/21/24. The letter was signed and included a disclaimer that said, quote, disclaimer, and this is exactly what it said. After signing this, there will be no change in y'all two's minds and to never contact again. And when cops were like, hey, where's your baby? They said, oh, the baby's undergoing an adoption.
Yeah, this is why crisis nurseries exist, where people who feel that they can no longer take care of their children, drop their children off, no questions.
Oh, yeah, they have that baby box.
Yeah.
You can do the fire departments.
It's over across the river. There's one in Illinois. St. Louis Crisis Nursery is also one.
What kind of beer was it?
Not
Great
important.
question. I know. And you know what?
Milwaukee's best.
It had to
I
have
had
been
the
a
same
nice
question.
craft.
It's like the Penny Lane in Almost Famous, where the groupies get sold for a case of beer. Terrible. Wait a minute. Back to Moon. Do you know how much
Wait,
your
where's-
family paid for you?
Yeah, in my, where your Social Security card and your birth certificate, you people with your birth certificate.
You got a receipt?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have a receipt. Yeah, I'm serious. On the very top of my folder
awesome.
with my information.
Do you feel comfortable sharing with the people how much you were buyed for?
Oh man, I'll have to go look. It was some.
You don't know that?
By
Like, you
bot?
don't know?
by heart. Nah, maybe like $1,600 or.
Adjusting for inflation.
I think there was two receipts.
Adjusting for inflation.
Yeah, I think
That's
there's-
fascinating
I
to
think
me.
there's 2 receipts. It may have been up to close to like $3,000 or something. But I remember there's like
What a bargain.
The first swipe is like $1,600.
My goodness.
You know, I'm don't quote me on that. I'll have to go look at it. But
That's interesting.
I'll send you a picture. It's hysterical. I mean, that's the first
Well,
documentation.
the adoption fees.
Yeah.
This stuff is not
That's
cheap.
it's normal. I mean, everybody who's adopted, has this, I
I don't know,
imagine.
I feel like that's a pretty damn good deal,
On a
honestly.
Discover
I mean,
card.
you are a bargain.
Yeah, I think I have paid that back
I wonder if your parents got points.
with interest.
I know they took a cruise.
Yeah, no,
You know, were there
Diners
were
Club.
there points? Were there points on that
Cashback.
Discover card?
On the receipt, they had a thing to enter in their information to get a chance to win $500.
Yeah, they got a free appetizer.
Let me see. You've probably heard somebody say, hey, there's a bun in the oven when they're pregnant.
Yes.
You've probably never heard somebody say they have a gun in the oven, even when they're stupid. Fire officials in Virginia were called to a house in the Richmond area when a homeowner reported that their oven had exploded. When the firefighters showed up, they found the oven, exploded, and a handgun inside.
Oh.
Apparently, somebody had turned on the oven, which heated up a loaded gun, and 5 rounds went off.
You can take them to places to melt down your guns. You don't have to do it yourself.
Fortunately, nobody was hurt, despite the fact that at least one of the rounds shot through the front glass. No other details as to why the gun was in the oven, or if the person who tossed the gun or turned on the oven had put it in there. But
Oh, you think they were trying to melt it down?
no,
I think they're hiding
think
it.
it was
Yeah, it sounded
hiding
like
it.
somebody was hiding it.
Yeah. Well, did you see what they do have in their oven?
What?
They're not complete morons. They do have the pizza stones.
Oh, good.
Those are very good.
So, in a post on Facebook, fire officials shared this life hack. When you place any item in the oven, it's easy to forget it's there, which can lead to a fire or something worse when you turn it on. You should also make sure to properly store your firearms. Keep them somewhere secure, like a gun safe.
Well,
So
to
that's
quote
out of
Jay-Z, what packs heat better than the oven door?
Right?
So I'm in that guy's defense.
Yes. Do you think this is actually rude, or is this person being overly courteous? Some etiquette expert came up with a list of public bathroom rules. And I found this very interesting. I read this whole article.
Does this count for the work bathroom? Is that a public bathroom? Because I think we need to go over some rules on the.
Well, this is from an actual etiquette expert as to how one should act in a public restroom. And I would say the work bathrooms do count as a public restroom.
Okay, cool. Scott, will you record this and make sure you have it separate just in case we need to pass this around the office?
And one of these hard and fast rules from an actual etiquette expert, which I don't know what credentials you have to become an etiquette expert, but okay. One of them is to never peek under a bathroom stall door to see if somebody's in there.
Really?
Man, that was the greatest.
Who's getting down on their hands and knees?
That was the greatest thing about coming over here when this company bought us,
yeah.
from the old one, is coming to the bathrooms and there's full freaking doors, ceiling to floor for each stall. How cool is that?
Oh, yeah, you're in your own room. You're in your own world.
Yeah.
Why did they need to qualify that? Why not just don't peek under the doors? Why? That implies there's a good reason to peek.
There is a good reason. I'll tell you what it is. When you go into places and the door is closed, you don't know if somebody's in there. You have to kind of.
Yeah, and you don't want to
gotta
peek
peek.
through the crack because that's even weirder.
They also say never peek through the cracks.
I guess you do need to see your competition, too.
But is it actually rude to glance down and look at somebody's feet? That here's what they say. Number one is put away your phone while in the public bathroom stall. Yes,
Come and take it.
everyone uses their cell phones while in the bathroom, but just because it's common doesn't make it good etiquette. This habit is a great way to get fecal germs on your phone, which you then can transfer to your hands or your face.
Yes, we all know.
Beyond the
okay?
gross factor, using your phone in the bathroom encourages you to stay in the stall longer, which could be a problem if there are others waiting for you or waiting to use it. It's very easy to lose time when using your phone. And so even if there's not a line, this behavior can keep your companions waiting longer, or even make a group late for dinner or another activity.
I don't think we should be telling people to not use their phone because that's a battle we're not going to win. What we should be is encouraging people to wipe their phone down more often because there is so much poop on it. Just my 2 cents.
How about no talking on the phone while doing your business? That's another rule. Checking your text is bad enough, but some people feel the need while in the bathroom. It's a great opportunity to catch up with others by making or receiving phone calls. This is most definitely a breach of good etiquette. In a private bathroom situation, the person on the phone doesn't want to hear you doing your business. In a public bathroom situation, the person on the phone doesn't want to hear you and everyone else doing their business. And no one in the bathroom wants to overhear your conversation. Another rule, skip small talk with strangers. In a public bathroom scenario, you should not make small talk with strangers. A simple nod of the head or a friendly hello is all that's necessary.
Can you still pat him on the bottom?
And if you're in a stall, never try to strike up a conversation with a stranger in another stall or urinal or with a person who's waiting for one. It's okay to talk to your friend who's in the bathroom with you, but be careful of what you're discussing.
Can you say it again?
Skip the small talk with strangers.
Yeah, okay, good. I'm happy to hear that because I was starting to feel like, man, maybe I'm just an a-hole, dude. Because every time I'm in the bathroom and there's all this chit-chatting and all that, I start getting upset. I'm like, dude, there are cubes, offices, corners, and commons for that kind of stuff. Why are we doing that in here? It made me so uncomfortable. And then it became so it's so the standard here that I thought maybe I was the weirdo.
But we went out to dinner with a couple not too long ago, and my buddy's wife came back. She was in the bathroom, came back to the table. She's like, I met this woman in the bathroom, and she blah, 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 had this woman's whole life story.
I know. That's how it is.
And I go, you found this all out in the bathroom?
Yes, we did.
Like, dudes never talk in the bathroom. You found everything out about this woman in the bathroom.
I feel like this rule is not, we do not need this. Some women will be like, I don't want to talk. I talk to everyone and everybody talks to me. I've never had a problem with it. Like we're talking about outfits. Like if you're at the club or a bar, oh my gosh, you look so cute tonight. Oh my God, do you have any hairspray? You know, there's all sorts of business being conducted in the women's restroom. Here, Diane and I, from accounting, she and I are on the same schedule with our business. And so
That's where you always catch up, huh?
Yeah, and I love it. That's where we talk about plants and gardening and whatnot. Not while we're on the toilet, but at the
My entire podcast
at the mirror.
is talking on a toilet.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but I feel like that is fine.
It is fine.
But for fellers, like the hey, how you doing?
A head nod or a hello, that's fine.
Hey, how you doing? Awesome. But
fine.
like talking about our weekends, like let's do that elsewhere.
I still had a guy in a hotel in Chicago. Had like those black marble floors where you can kind of see the reflection.
Yeah.
You know, of the person in the stall next to you. This guy was singing the Dancing with Myself. Do you remember that song? Dancing with Myself.
Billy Idol.
You're going to hear it this weekend.
Cannot hear that song and not think of this guy. To this day, this guy lives in my head rent-free of how free he was singing that song, doing his business.
God bless him.
And then he did like a samurai bit when he pulled his pants up and flushed. He's like, and then he pulled his pants up really fast, kicked the door open, and I could just you could just see just enough, like, it's almost like he's a superhero to me. Do you know? Like he did a front barrel roll, like a front somersault, and popped up, and then like kept the samurai bit going, punched the faucet, washed his hands, and then like ran out of the bathroom. And I'm just sitting on the toilet, like I'll never know the identity. That man did that show for me.
This happened here?
Chicago.
No, I said in Chicago.
Oh.
Like, it must have been at a nice place with black marble.
It was all right. I think it was like I don't remember, somewhere down by Navy Pier.
All right, the next item that this etiquette expert, as far as bathroom stuff goes, toilet clogs. What do we do?
We leave.
It was like a shoe?
What do we do?
It didn't
What's
happen.
the etiquette when you clog a toilet?
If there's a plunger in there, you plunge. If there's not, you leave. These are the rules.
And if it's really bad, then you send an email and say, somebody
clogged the toilet.
Yeah, or if you're like at a bathroom, tell the counter.
You hang a sign on the toilet that says grilled onions with a question mark.
Gross.
Oh, gross. If you find yourself in the situation, the uncomfortable position of encountering an uncooperative toilet, well, obviously don't use it. But if you use the toilet, if your use of the toilet is what precipitated the problem, then the first thing you should do is try to fix the problem.
Don't you all
within reason?
Don't you all feel like Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber with the clog scene? Every time I've clogged a toilet, I feel exactly like him. Like I feel like I look like him. I go outer body and I look down at myself. I'm Jeff Daniels trying to get everything I can to get that thing unclogged.
You're taking the lid off the toilet tank?
Dude, with pants still down. Yeah, it's like a whole mess. What a disaster.
They said if you can't fix it, don't just pretend there's not a problem. If you clog the toilet for any reason, you need to be the one to take care of it. If you don't see a plunger in the bathroom, you should ask your host where it is.
That's the worst question ever to get.
Hey, Barb, great party. Hey.
Not that this is related to anything, but
Where do you keep your plunge?
Where's...
And then she's got to walk through the party and bring it to you. What a mess.
If you're in a public bathroom, ask an employee for help. Yep, it's embarrassing, but you still shouldn't leave a clogged toilet. Come on.
The worst.
when was the last time you did that, though?
Oh,
Not that long
3
ago.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, man, it doesn't happen to me.
Not proud.
What do you poop like a deer?
No.
Well, this wasn't even a poop situation. This was just like crap toilet. Like it just clogged itself. I was like,
Just
oh
couldn't
my
take
God.
the toilet paper, the bulk, all that stuff.
Right.
I was at a hotel at Moon Tower, and I felt so bad for the guy. Like, 'cause then you got to have the guy come up. He brings the plunger. He looks sad. And I'm like, dude, this was not, I don't think this is my fault. But he doesn't think that. He definitely thinks it's your fault.
He thinks it's your fault, of course.
I was like, it wouldn't flush when I tried earlier. I was having problems, like the water wasn't going down, and then
Everybody says it's not their fault.
I know, and it's like you're never gonna. Like he's like, sure, buddy, sure. Yeah, you just go sit down.
You feel so pathetic too when it's happening.
He just had like
oh
a
my
bucket and a
God.
plunger on a cart.
And since you're at a hotel, you got to sit at the edge of the bed.
Yeah, you can't leave. I just had to like
There's no
sit on the edge of the bed and like listen to him like wrestle it. Sucks so much.
How many times a year would you say this happens to y'all?
At my house?
At my
least
house.
once a year.
Never. I mean, across the board.
Oh,
Doesn't any toilet anywhere?
I'm going to say twice a year this happens to me.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. What about you? I feel like it's more
Out in public. I don't think I've ever had it out in public.
I think it's more likely for women because y'all are using the bathroom, obviously more.
Right.
And there's other things, and I know you're not supposed to put the stuff down.
Well,
there,
we'll
but I
get
think
to
a lot
that part of the
women do.
etiquette because that is addressed.
Yeah.
You said 4?
I will say though, with
Me, 4?
Yeah. Did you say 4?
once a quarter, probably.
Like at home?
It doesn't matter. Home, work, public, everywhere.
Maybe 4 times a year.
4 times a year.
The invention of these golf ball swallowing toilets has really made things a lot easier, though. But you go to some of these old bars that have not updated their toilets in 25,000 years, and they just can't handle the new ply.
Yeah.
A lot of them low flow. A lot of these new low flow toilets aren't are not.
They don't have the chutzpah.
Charmin
Sometimes.
Ultra is thick as hell. I appreciate it, but these old toilets can't handle
They
I
can't
love that
handle
she
it.
keeps trying to sell this whole toilet paper thing. This is like her third attempt.
It's the paper's fault.
The paper is what I'm talking about. It's not my giant soup can turds I'm leaving in there.
Yeah, dude. This happens to me maybe 0.2 times a year. Y'all are crazy.
So just to be clear, America, it's the paper.
Yeah, it's the paper. It's not the duty.
Oh, man.
Okay, well,
I'll buy what you're selling for your sake, but man,
let's
I'll
move
tell
on to the next thing. I do want to move on to the next part of
As
this.
long as everyone knows it's the paper, we can move on.
you okay? It's so good.
They do. This woman does talk about courtesy flushes.
Which also helps with the clogging.
Yeah, which helps with the clogging.
with twice a year and 4 times a year over here, guys. What are you doing?
4 times a year. I mean, listen.
I mean,
I'm not the only one that uses the toilets at my house.
But what's that have to do with anything? If you're packing heat, you know it. You're a part of this.
I like to take my toilet to the limit.
Yeah.
I like to see.
Yeah, dude, it's like $1,000,000, right?
What are
My
you
house
doing,
is
you guys?
old. Everything's old.
Take that.
You're not
Rizz comes out of his
here.
bathroom like David Caruso with sunglasses on, and he's like, well, it looks like...
You've been doing this as long as other
Kids?
people your age.
Yeah, that's you coming out.
I like to say to the toilet, take that. See if you can handle that.
Yeah, he walks in and goes, you ready for this?
Time to, you got to do some work today. Courtesy flush. And they write, expect some bad smells in the bathroom. That's part of what bathrooms are for. However, if there are things you could do to make the next person's bathroom experience less odoriferous, then you should do them.
Odoriferous? In this article, please.
Not all places provide air fresheners, but if you see one out, say your friend's bathroom, go ahead. Give it a quick spritz.
Dude, it's Friday, isn't it?
Another option, she says, is to help keep the air as stink-free as possible, doing a, quote, courtesy flush. That means flushing partway through poop or immediately afterwards to get it down the drain as quickly as possible. Most people do this by flushing it while seated or slightly hovering over the toilet. Then you should finish your business, clean yourself up, flush a second time, and make sure there's no water droplets left on the seat. I do like how they describe never flush the toilet while you're sitting on it. That's disgusting.
Yeah, nobody needs that.
Yeah, you can
Like while your butt.
Yeah, you can't trust the shape. You don't know what it's going to do down there.
It's a dirty bidet.
But I mean, I'd say.
What do you mean when you're sitting on it?
It's just they don't even give you choice anymore, dude. With these automatic flush toilets, you might as well baptize my ass in germs. It's so gross. You be on these low flow toilets, you just slightly lean forward. It's like it's over, dude. It is over. You have been baptized in the
you have to
worst possible water.
You have to maintain posture. There's a maintain posture.
Yeah, you forget. Get on one of those auto toilets and forget. It's over for your cheeks.
I will say the ones here are good.
Except for the middle one. If you don't maintain posture, it will throw.
Oh, no, the either end ones are all right.
Okay, do you go to the end ones?
I usually go to the far one, the handicap ones. I like to spread out.
You would.
She's over there thinking about these auto flush toilets, trying to suck a soup can down right now.
I can't deal. Oh,
it's a big. It's a scientific.
Oh no,
thing in there.
these toilets here are great.
Yeah, they're pretty.
The tankless ones,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Which is why I get
job.
physically angry. I am an angry person if I walk in and somebody's clogged one of these things and walked out. I'm so upset,
Lern
dude.
must have been here.
I'm just like I hate working
Why
with
is
you,
Lern the
whoever
men's
you
bathroom?
are.
What if I was like a turd goblin and I was in your guys' bathroom and I'm the one creating all the crimes?
Oh, really?
She gets here
Oh
early.
man,
You all think it's everyone else in this building
She
that's a
skitters
man?
into the men's room early.
Oh my God.
It's always a disaster, and you just think like, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, dude, 10:15's a full-on code red in
It
our
is, man.
all the morning
It
show
is.
guys get in there, and it's
And then the chuckles and chatter, and I got to sit in there and listen to this conversation. I'm just waiting for you to get out of here. I don't want to hear this talk. Have this conversation elsewhere.
Let me see here. Don't go through cabinets or drawers.
Public cabinet drawers? No.
This is also at people's houses.
Okay.
Has anybody gone through a cabinet?
Of course we have. Back in the day when you're having parties at,
Somebody's parents'
somebody's
house.
no, not parent, like my friends, like my best friend's apartments. Like I felt entitled to be able
open up their
What
cabinet.
I got in here. Yeah, absolutely. It's like another way of knowing your friends.
yeah. Didn't we talk about last year? Some people were leaving like shots
Yeah.
to like catch people doing it, like filling their medicine cabinet with like little airplane bottles. of
No.
liquor to be like, take one, nosy.
Right.
That's brilliant.
Really?
It's
Wow.
really
Or
smart.
you hide something in the cabinet
They
for your
put little
friend later.
bottles of Fireball with a little note that says, "Take one, you nosy bitch."
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Funny.
Kind of funny.
Have you gone through somebody's?
I don't think so. Maybe I have this.
I've done it.
I have this weird thing. I think in a bathroom where I feel like it's like it's like an alone space, but I feel like it's like a karma zone, And dude, I will admit this: when I first lost my first grandmother, 1991, I had this strange thought as a 10-year-old kid that my grandma was in heaven looking at me because somebody, I'm sure, said that crap to me in the funeral. Like, hey, your grandma's
she's watching down,
watching over you. I was
watching
like,
over you.
okay, there's some strange moments for that. And the first one, I'm sure, hit me probably at the funeral home in the bathroom thinking, is Grandma watching me right now? This is a strange place. So I think from there on, I've just like, it's morphed into an adult version
Yeah,
of the bathroom is karma zone. And whatever I do in here is going to come on me at some point. It's going to come
tell that
back.
to a kid to keep him from joeing.
Yeah, and it's worked. It's worked, but it's kept me out of medicine cabinets. It's kept me from doing weird things in alone spaces. Like there's some
Grandma's watching always.
there's a karma zone in there, man.
Does she ever take a break? She always, at all times, she's okay.
Maybe she sleeps when I sleep, I guess.
It's polite to ask before using the bathroom in somebody's house, even if you've been there a million times. And while you're in there, don't be nosy and go through drawers or cabinets. It could be tempting to see what other people store in their medicine cabinet or go looking for floss, but any door that's closed should stay closed.
If I don't know the person, I'll never do it. But if I, like my best friend's house, I'm going through her cabinets. And
What are
she's
you
going
looking
through
for?
mine.
What, you
I don't know. Sometimes I'm looking for Advil or what kind of toothpaste she uses. I don't know.
Okay, so there's a difference between I'm looking for Advil and I just want to see what kind of toothpaste she uses.
Also, if you don't have your spray on display, I'm gonna do a little detective work to try to cover up my crimes.
There you go. Yeah, sometimes it's not out.
Sometimes it's under the sink. You know, you got a little one of them Febreze things that you're trying. You know, if you don't have it sitting out for me to use, I'm doing some research. I'm opening a filing cabinet. I want to see what's going on under there. And that's not on me. That's on you.
Oh, yeah. That's on me.
That's on you, brother. Huh. If you don't have some poopery, I'm going to assume it exists somewhere in the space I'm in. And it's like a video game. I'm going to open those cabinets. I'm going to root around, see if I can find a health pack in there.
Speaking of poopery, on your desk this morning, there was some poopery. Did somebody give that to you, or why is that there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have not been in there, perhaps.
There's a drawer where Jeff had a few bottles of that
really?
up in the drawer. It might still be in there. I'll tell you what, man. If I'm at somebody's house and I go in there to do that, I feel like a timer has started. And, you know, it's not like...
we went through the Jeff drawer.
It's not on my mind, but I feel like, man, we got to make this as fast as possible.
Well, because people are wondering, hey, Moon's been in there for a while. He's got to be doing number 2.
Yeah, the timer starts, and there's some pressure on that. And I think that actually kind of helps me get out of there faster. And my body's like, okay, I see what you're saying here. Let's go.
Then when you walk back to the part, everybody knows what you just did.
Right, but I can do it.
Everybody knows what you just did to that bathroom.
But you can handle it pretty quick. Because otherwise, if it's not going to be a quick heck of a thing, why are you doing it anyway? Just save it for the home bowl advantage.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
of course.
And then you try to make it as silent as possible. So if it's going to not be silent and the room is right there, it's always great when the bathroom is at the living room right there. And you're like, faucet, towel.
Right. Every noise you can possibly make.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat said putting a very loud alarm on your medicine cabinet would be hilarious, and I agree.
Yeah.
Dude, they should
you
make
sneak
those.
up to the bathroom and you open somebody's medicine cabinet and it's like, like a little red light goes out in front of the
That would be very funny.
Assistance needed in the bathroom. Assistance needed in the bathroom.
Nosy Parker.
That would be very funny. And just some like wash your hands, replace empty toilet paper rolls, flush toilet paper only, clean up after yourself, always lock the door behind you, keep the company to a minimum, meaning don't bring 50 people into the bathroom with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll switch that up.
I don't want anybody in there with me. Like, I'm not voluntarily bringing people with me. But, I mean, if they're in there, I'm fine. Yeah, I don't want anybody going in.
What's that?
I feel like every 80s movie had women in the bathroom chatting at the mirror. And for some reason...
Yes, and fixing their makeup.
Yeah, and that made it,
Passing
like, totally
cigarette.
okay
Yeah.
and totally standard. But for fellers, I just don't think it works the same.
No, it doesn't. We just want it in and out. We don't need to fix our makeup. We want to do our business and get the hell out of there. Because we got other things to do. If you need to pick me up before the early NFL game Sunday, Sunday is National Coffee Day. So there are some places where you get some coffee deals like Krispy Kreme, free coffee on Sunday with any purchase. Dunkin' Rewards members get a free medium coffee with any purchase. Do we have any? We don't have Pete's here, do we?
Pete's?
They
Pete's
did
Coffee?
have one down at the casino at the landing.
I think
I
it's
like
still
Pete's.
Okay.
I like
They're giving
Pete's a
away
lot.
small cups of coffee, no purchase necessary on Sunday. Keurig has 20% off all coffee pods on their website if you use the code Coffee Day in all caps. But with that being said, how much caffeine is too much?
Like milligrams-wise?
Yeah, like just how much caffeine is too much caffeine? According to one cardiologist, caffeine consumption is safe up to a point for most people who don't have a heart condition.
I have 2 coffees here every morning. I've scaled down to or 1 coffee and 1 espresso, so I'll count that as 2 coffees. On the weekend, though, we do the French press thing, and I crush a single, whatever that is.
So the American Heart Association and the Food and Drug Administration say that point is around 3 to 4 cups of coffee per day for most people. Like, that's safe. So depending on the strength of your coffee, 3 to 4 cups is somewhere between 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine. To hit that level with other drinks, you need to drink 1 to 3 energy drinks, 4 to 5 cans of Coke, or 10 to 15 cups of green tea.
Wow.
And some of the signs we've had too much caffeine, you can't sleep, obviously, jitteriness, heart palpitations, excessive sweating, nausea, headaches. soup can turds. So happy National Coffee Day
I appreciate
on
that.
Sunday.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
And coffee has a stranglehold on a lot of us these days. You don't drink coffee anymore? You're done?
No, so I have POTS. I have postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, heart thing that a lot of women get my age, and I have elevated heart rate. I love coffee. I've been drinking it since I was 6. Maybe that's why I have POTS now.
But you don't drink. You're off the.
No, I have 1 cup on my drive-in, and then now I drink hot lemon water.
Okay, so you do have a cup a day.
Yeah, and like later today, and I usually don't have caffeine after noon.
But it's Friday.
But yeah, it's Friday, so I'll probably have like something nice later. But then Tim and I will brew our coffee. I feel like such a poser now because we do half calf, half decaf.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I mean,
half
like,
calf is great.
death to decaf. I was that girl for a long time, and
Yeah,
so
but-
now I have to have decaf.
But you like coffee. It's not caffeine that you like. You like coffee, right?
I love coffee. Yeah, I love the ritual of it. I love the taste.
Yeah, dude. I think that's great. I think the fact that we even have decaf and half calf is a freaking blessing.
Well,
'Cause, I love coffee now. If I had to give up caffeine, I'd be pissed.
I know,
Coffee has
dude.
a stranglehold on many of us. Not surprising, most coffee lovers take coffee seriously. More than half of American coffee drinkers say a good cup of coffee is so powerful that it could turn one of their worst days around.
For real.
And that's saying something because many people have coffee first thing in the morning when the only bad things that have happened are the alarm clock and the notifications on our phone. On the flip side, 31% said their entire day can be ruined if their coffee's not right.
Mm-hmm. The stress hormone cortisol, I read a thing one time in a medical article that said you should always have a glass of water before you have your coffee in the morning. Because what happens is your body, once it's just going straight from a sleeping, resting state to the caffeine, will raise your cortisol levels, your stress hormone. So I try to do that. I don't do it all the time, but that's a little hot tip.
1 in 5 people claim having fresh coffee is better than sex.
Get the f*** out of here.
What's wrong with you
What kind of
guys?
coffee is that?
Yeah. The hell's wrong with you? Yeah, a good cup of coffee is a good cup of coffee, but better than sex? Come on.
I love it. I also have pots and pots of coffee every day. It sucks, man. I'm trying to get off of it. And I love all of it. I love the ritual, but I also love the... I love to get
I love that. I'll have a cup of coffee
right in the
later.
intestines.
Yep.
I love it.
I got stuff to do tonight. I'll take a nap today, have a cup of coffee maybe around 3 o'clock. Ready to go.
So Rafe and I started on this show last year, last April, and I started having some issues. And coffee was my saving grace, like getting up at 3:30 in the morning and having to do all this and have a brain, sort of, sometimes. And so my doctor's like, you're going to have to cut back. And I already wasn't going overboard with coffee. And I was like, what? But I will say, the lemon water, it's not as good, but something about the vitamin C and just the citrus that hits me, it is helping. So,
Good.
yeah.
Good. Before we move on, has a meme significantly improved your life? Or maybe something maybe something your grandmother once told you, or maybe something cheesy from a self-help book or a Hallmark card. Or maybe it's something you heard on your favorite radio show. I don't know.
Yeah.
So people on social media are sharing, quote, simple pieces of advice that have significantly improved their life.
I remember it.
I tell you what, man, I see that cat hanging on by one branch.
Hang in there.
Hang in there, buddy. That's me.
That's for you.
Hang in there.
I remember first grade, Miss Shelby's class, Denning Elementary in West Frankfort, Illinois. The golden rule was on a poster: treat others how you wish to be treated. And it was the first thing. It was like a lightning bolt in my little 7-year-old brain or whatever.
Yeah, the
I go,
first memes we saw were kindergarten posters.
Yeah. All right, here's some good ones, and maybe take one of these, and this could be yours.
Oh, can I tell you the one that I remember? Elementary school. I saw it in a book or something, and it's just that little. It's kind of Far Side-ish, and it's the pelican swallowing the frog, and the frog is halfway down. It's only his legs out, and his legs are strangling the pelican, preventing him from swallowing him.
Oh.
And I was like, hell yeah, dude.
Never give up.
I'm going to live that for the rest of my life. And that was it. It's like, no matter what is trying to eat me, I will strangle that. I will strangle that thing.
And you have not been eaten.
I have not been eaten. Well, many things
Many
have
have
tried,
tried,
but I choked them all out. They're all dead in the water now. You've never seen that before?
No.
I'm gonna find it. It's so great. You guys haven't seen that?
Makes sense. Let me see. If you can't beat the fear, do it scared.
Courage.
Talk yourself into doing things by saying, just do it as a joke. It's better to ask stupid than to do stupid. If you can't control the emotions you feel, but you can control the actions you do regarding those emotions. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, this isn't exactly the version, but it's the same thing. It just says, never, ever give up.
Print that out so we can put it in our office.
Yeah, that's basically been my life since I've seen that.
Here's a good one. Never accept criticism from somebody you wouldn't accept advice from.
Okay.
That's a
you
good
don't
one.
want to enter your golden years thinking that you spent your life worrying about things that might happen but never did. Self-abuse is also abuse, so talk kindly to yourself. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. It's okay to be jealous of someone, but you have to be jealous of the whole package, not just part. For example, if you want to be jealous of the nice house, you have to be jealous of their soul-crushing job, too.
I always liked well-behaved women rarely make history. I think that was Eleanor Roosevelt. Mm-hmm. That's a good one, too.
The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today.
Ooh.
Don't light yourself on fire to keep others warm.
Scott.
Like them.
Try to be the person you needed when you were younger. The biggest lie we tell ourselves every day is, I don't need to write that down. I'll remember it.
Nope.
Don't argue with idiots. The best result you could hope for is that you've won an argument with an idiot.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That's just rewording Proverbs.
And instead of using plain chocolate to make s'mores, use a peanut butter cup.
Get the hell out of here.
And that's the takeaway. That's the big takeaway today.
Look at this.
Or a fudge stripe cookie. Try it. Put a marshmallow in between two fudge stripe cookies.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
That works?
Delicious.
That sounds delicious.
Sounds perfect.
All right, let's do this. All right, that is brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, hotshotsnet.com for all the Hot Shots information. From Edwardsville, Illinois, Paul Whittington is out.
Paul.
That's right, I said Edwardsville. Paul's been a listener of the Rizz Show since 2019 after being introduced to the show by his brother-in-law. One of his favorite moments of the year was attending Rizz Show Live back in March, meeting the cast and Hot Shots. Loves listening to the crew every morning and always make sure to catch up on what was missed with the podcast. Paul excited to be part of Team Rizz now because he feels that it's truly a family. Cannot wait to wear his Team Rizz jersey at future Rizz Show events. Paul Whittington from Edwardsville is our Team Rizz member of the day. He gets a super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back. We will crown the Craigslist Freak of the Week. We'll tell you which, and we'll be moving on to the Freak of the Year quarterfinals. And then we're going to crap on celebrities. It is 7:16. It's Friday. First look at the traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from today to Sunday. Looks like we have a right lane blocked and a right-hand shoulder now blocked due to a stolen vehicle 44 eastbound just after 270. Your point forecast, gusty winds and rain, high of 70. Right now it's 62 at the Point Studio.
All right, backstage at Point Fest, and for the first time playing our fantastic festival, a rock and roll band that we have come to like quite a bit in the last 6 to 9 months. Gentlemen, it's great to see you from Badflower. Welcome to St. Louis and welcome to Point Fest. It's
Thank
great
you
to have
very
you
much.
here.
It's great to be here.
So I want
Talking into the fart mics.
talking into the fart mics, absolutely. The first thing that I just want to like kind of cut straight to it. The song Promise Me we're playing right now, and I love it.
Thank you.
Like, I absolutely love it. When we play it, I honestly feel like it jumps out of the speakers. And
my friend Matt and I, we were having lunch, and I'm like, where do you want to go? And he's like, you know what? I really want sauce on the side. And I'm like, yes. So I picked us up sauce on the side, brought it back to the radio station, and he and I had the best lunch ever. This could be you as well. Now, you could go pick up sauce on the side, or you could always get it delivered. You could dine in. Obviously, today sucks weather-wise, but they always have a patio for the days that are gorgeous. And there's 12 locations in 12 years. I actually had a throwback photo the other day on my Instagram stories 10 years ago, having the gonzo. Man, it is so freaking good. Whether you're a meat eater, a vegetarian, you need a gluten-free option. Maybe you just want a really good salad. Their strawberry-filled salad is so good. Sauce on the side is you supporting a local establishment that has fresh ingredients. Everything is made when you order it. Nothing is frozen, which is excellent, and it's calzones. And just for a couple more days, get that hot honey bird calzone for the rest of September. They're also going to have a fantastic partnership with a very famous athlete that's coming up too. So I'll keep you posted on that. Sauceontheside.com.
Look at this, your dream home. You're renting right now. How about buying a home and building some equity? Look at you, an adult buying a house, maybe your first house. So listen, there are so many pitfalls out there. You could go with the big out-of-town bank where they treat you just like a number, or you could go with Kevin Putney, the local guy who treats you like a human being. 314-862-0123. He's going to make the whole loan process simple and painless. It's easy. You call, you qualify, you close. 1, 2, 3. Call, qualify, close. That's it. Kevin Putney's going to find the mortgage that fits your needs. A loan is like a fingerprint. One fingerprint, one loan, specific to everyone. Make that call. The process is simple. 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. I'm going to my house.
All right, it's Rizz. It's Jeff Burton backstage at Point Fest with Eric and Jeff from Stone Temple Pilots.
All right, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
You seem like you're like a morning radio show where you're all
A
amped
lot
up
of-
on caffeine.
Did you know I do a morning radio show?
do?
Yeah.
All right.
And a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. Hey,
Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Hi.
it's kind of morning. That's why
To
I'm
me,
commenting
yeah.
on that. Yeah.
So how have the shows been so far? I mean, Jeff's the new guy. So what hazing has been going on, or any?
Did you ever see Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bars of soap and
Yeah.
socks.
No, we haven't been doing that. But I just wondered if you saw the movie.
Of course I did.
It's a great movie.
He's just a big fan of the movie.
I thought we were going to talk about Stanley Kubrick today because that.
We
you know,
can.
yeah,
We can. What do you want to know?
Just how great he was.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was great. No, seriously, no hazing. We don't do any of that stuff still.
No,
Or are we too
he's-
old for that?
We're not never too old for that. It's,
You're just not talking about it, is what it
yeah.
is.
Well, no, and he's doing such a great job. So.
He is.
Yeah.
He is fantastic. And
Yeah.
one of the things about being the new guy, and I've been the new guy before, talk about reaction from the fans, reaction from everybody else being that new guy.
Yeah, ultimately, that's not even up to me, so it's not something I can really control. All I can really control is going out there and just presenting STP at the best of my ability, which is all I really try to do. I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. Just try to go up there and do the songs justice and do them the way they made me feel when I heard them. You know, growing up and through my musical journeys, listening to Stone Temple Pilots had a huge influence on me. So.
Who did you listen to growing up?
Oh man, Simon and Garfunkel, Gordon Lightfoot, the Carpenters. My dad's record collection was very instrumental in my songwriting and my base of where I started from. And then as I got older and was in bands, I was always the guitar player. I never wanted to be the center of attention. It's funny how that works out, but. It was when Core came out. It was the same year that was the year I put down the guitar for a whole year and didn't pick one up, and all I did was concentrate on vocals. And it wasn't because of them, but it just happened to be that same time. And front men like Scott and people like that, and just seeing how that worked and how great it was. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I want to do.
So what's great is he was just mentioning his influences and when he was growing up with Simon Garfunkel and Gordon Lightfoot, and then you throw in Fleetwood Mac, Elton John, stuff that was pop in the 70s. When I was a kid, it was more of a singer-songwriter kind of influence, even though that was considered pop radio. But that's what we all grew up on. So that whole concept of the songwriting, the presentation, that's deep in our DNA. So I think
making it about the song. And
Yeah,
not,
make it about
not
the
as
song.
much
And I think
about
he's just kind of tapping into that.
So the new record came out last month, which congratulations. I mean, it sounds
Thank
great.
you.
The reviews have been amazing on it. I'm sure there was there a hesitation to even keep the name Stone Temple Pilots moving forward?
No, not at all.
I mean, was there much backlash? Or did you hear about it? I mean,
I didn't hear about it. I read about it, but I didn't hear about it.
So, I mean, so...
No one would say that to my face, but they, but the little trolls would be on there
Yeah,
just
of course,
typing
listen,
away,
of course.
just going, all right, this is cool, this is cool.
Was it always a thing like, hey, we're going to keep on moving forward with the Stone Temple Pilots name? Or was there even a thought of, hey, you know what, Scott's not here anymore, Chester's not here anymore?
No, we have such deep love and respect for him, but it was, you know, as far as moving forward, that's a whole, you know, a whole different topic. But we definitely, every day, you know, we talk about Chester and talk about Scott and how much we appreciate them as artists, as humans, and, you know, what they contributed in the times we had together, yeah.
Was there even a thought of saying, this is, I mean, that's it, it's over?
Oh, yeah.
So what was the decision to keep moving forward?
It's just when you come out of the depression, when you come out of the sadness.
Because there was a lot of sadness
of course,
and sorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you think about everything. It's like it's just kind of like any breakup would be, where you're totally depressed and you hate yourself, you hate everything, you hate the world, and you just kind of come out of the haze and say, you know what, we have a lot to contribute. We have a lot of joy in what we do, and we want to share it with everybody. And there's a lot of people that still want to see it and appreciate the shows. Our shows have been sold out ever since.
You guys
ever
look
since
tremendously
Jeff's been in
happy on stage. Yeah. And hearing some of the stuff that, I mean, as a Stone Temple Pilots fan for many, many years, hearing songs that I've never heard played live before, like, you know, Silver Gun Superman. I've never heard that song played live before.
Yeah, that's great. And then we were just playing in Nashville last night, and the way he sang Atlanta,
Atlanta's
it was
Applied,
incredible.
another great
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
You know, Sex
Trimlight, Southeast Missouri, trimlightsemo.com. You got to go check out the photo gallery, see what they can do for your house. Now, if you're like me, you know, I have every year paid for Christmas lights to be put up and taken down, and I know, you know, I at first I didn't think it was all that expensive, but year after year after year, you know, I would have already paid off trim lights on my house. And to have trim light on your house means that you have a completely innovative, patented lighting system that allows you to have permanent exterior lighting professionally installed on your home or your business and not have to worry about the hassle. You completely eliminate the hassle and worry about hanging Christmas lights or any sort of holiday lights. Plus, the control is now in your hands. With an app, you have this amazing opportunity to have millions of colors options. You have you can customize the whole thing. If it's you know, just a normal day in August or something, then you've got front lighting that's you know, that's dim or whatever it may be, or maybe some security lighting, or maybe the Blues are in the playoffs and you want it blue and yellow, or it's a Cardinals sort of day, or it's Christmas, or it's Halloween. I mean, you can customize it forever and ever. Plus, it makes your business stand out, residential and commercial. You can get a free quote on the website. You got to check out Trimlight and what they can do for your home, for your property, or for your business. Check them out now at trimlightsemo.com. That's trimlightsemo.com.
This is Rizzuto. Not only is he rich, but he also has a lot of money. And he's looking to invest in the next big idea.
Hi, my name is Rizz, and I have a lot of money. I mean, almost.
To the Rizz Show, phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RiZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. Friday fail stories on the way. Rafe's E Memoriam. I got a fun little game. We'll give away some fabulous prizes. Pointer Guys tickets, either Skillet tickets, Perfect Circle tickets, Kaleo tickets. Last night, Giants Cowboys.
Stupid
Week
game.
4 NFL. What did you say? Stupid game? Mm-hmm. Well, what I was gonna say was we all picked the Cowboys except for one of us, and the person who said stupid game is the one that picked the Giants.
Oh no!
So we're down by one.
Yeah, because everybody in the fast lane picked the Cowboys to win. So going into the weekend, we are down 1.
Well, I tried to put Jamie Rivers in a headlock last night at Helen's for everybody.
How'd that work out?
Well, I said, "Hey, who do you got winning tonight?" He said, "Cowboys." I get over here, and I kind of
You stood on a chair?
I just like a monkey. I just grabbed him, and he just
Spider
threw
monkey.
me down to the floor. So it didn't work.
No, change your pick. But yeah, it wasn't even a good game.
Nah, it was so boring.
It was a caca game.
It was boring. And tell me this, because I was watching on Amazon when I finally found it.
Thursday night games are Amazon games.
Did it not look like it was 90s or something? Like, I know the field, is I think it's grass, so no, it wasn't. It wasn't grass. For some reason, the camera or the tone or the coloring or whatever just seemed really drab. And that on top of drab play, I was just bored
Maybe
out of
also
my
hearing
mind.
Al Michaels call the game. I don't know.
But the look of it, didn't you feel like the look of it was
I
just...
didn't feel that way.
It felt old and slow and dumb and stupid.
It was a dumb and stupid game, I'll tell you that. Was not a great game to watch.
It was great for me. My fantasy team did really well.
Well,
That was
good.
exciting. But the
That
whole time I
affects
just kept
us in
thinking,
no
like,
way.
I felt like I was watching NFL films.
I thought half the Cowboys were injured. Isn't that something?
Do you still? No.
CeeDee Lamb finally
They're
did
both
something.
1-2 on this season. It was anybody's game.
Way to go, Scott.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Yeah, as you should be.
Hey, last week I won Thursday night.
Good.
Not this week.
Okay.
All right, well, speaking of competitions, we got a competition going on. It's the Craig's Freak of the Year playoffs. We're in round number 2. So yesterday we had 2 past champions going at it. Based on your votes, 1 moving on to the Freak of the Year quarterfinals. So here's how it all shook out. The winner had 68.5% of your vote. The runner-up, 31.5%. It was either Pray Liotta or Randy Waxon. And with 68.5% of your vote, congratulations. Moving on to the quarterfinals, Mr. Randy Waxon.
Lend me your ears, man for woman, 51 years old, Alberta. Hear ye, I want you near me, so I can use and abuse your ears. I'm looking for a person of any gender that will let me act out my ear obsession. The bigger the ears, the better. I do not discriminate. I want to ravage your ears. I'm obsessed and I want to lick your lobes and suck your entire ear in my mouth and scoop out and eat all of the wax. In my mind, I see Dopey from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs style ears chock full of bitter, waxy nectar. Do not clean your ears for 3 weeks prior to our meetup. I want that orange and yellow ear gunk to fill my mouth as I suck on some of your gigantic ears and look like an open car door hanging off the side of your head. After I suck and lick you clean, I will remove my pants and have my way with your ear holes. Ah, the sweet sounds of release. You will be leaving with fresh cotton balls in your ears. I'm clean and uncut, looking for a woman on the thinner side, under 45. Thanks.
All right, there you go, Mr. Randy Waxon.
You guys got this wrong. You got it wrong.
I don't think so.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that guy by 30% margin there, or whatever it is. I don't know. Beat a guy that wanted to role play doing a dead animal. Y'all are weird.
I don't know. That's who I thought would win. I picked the winner. Scott, of all people, picked the winner.
Ooh.
So Randy Waxon will take on the next quarterfinalist between Flo Pesci and Andrew Slice Gay.
They're very good.
Yeah, Flo and Andrew will take on each other next week, and they will then take on Randy Waxon in the quarterfinal on Halloween.
Wow.
Okay.
Spooky.
There it is. Thank you for all your votes. All right, today is September the 27th. Back in the day, 60 years ago today, 1964, the Warren Commission report was released to the public 3 days after it was presented to President Lyndon Johnson. It concluded that there was no conspiracy in the JFK assassination, domestic or international, and that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. Case closed. Nobody's ever questioned it since.
Nope,
That's
no
cool,
conspiracy
man.
here.
Nobody's questioned. Yep.
They
Warren
did
Commission.
thorough research on that. They
Yep,
were good.
all good. 38 years ago, 1986, the Beatles song Twist and Shout re-entered the charts and peaked at number 23 after being revitalized by the movies Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Back to School. That same day, Metallica bassist Cliff Burton died in a bus accident at the age of 24. He was on the band's first 3 albums and was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with the rest of Metallica back in 2009. 26 years ago today, 1998. What happened here in St. Louis? Big event.
Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire becomes the first baseball player to ever hit 70 home runs in a single season. What'd you say?
To kiss his manager. Sorry.
No. He held the record for 3 years until Barry Bonds raised the bar to 73 home runs. And 16 years ago today, in 2008, Scarlett Johansson marries Ryan Reynolds, and they lived happily ever after. The end. No, Blake Lively's his wife now.
Yeah.
She's married to Colin Jost.
That's right.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start with this. Ozzy Osbourne and Billy Morrison had a rock hit this year with crack cocaine, so it's no surprise that they finally spent part of their podcast chatting about cocaine. In the latest episode of Madhouse Chronicles podcast, Osbourne described when he first got into cocaine back in his Black Sabbath days. He says, in Sabbath, when we discovered cocaine, it was like the meaning of life. We had a dealer on the road with us. Cocaine? He was a bit strange, but he'd have these bags with these big chunks of coke. Ozzy then shared a story where he almost got busted doing it in an airport bathroom. He says, I'm in Houston, Texas at the airport one day. I got a book of matches in my pocket. I hadn't got a spoon or anything. I don't want to chop it up on the floor or anything, so I made a makeshift cardboard spoon out of the lid of the matchbox. Then he noticed a pair of feet in the urinal next to his stall and says, it's a copper, and I'm standing on one leg with this toot of coke waiting for this guy to finish going so he could blow it. He eventually snorted the cocaine after he heard the officer leave the bathroom. So, riveting stuff. Foo Fighters have finally pulled out of a festival. Yes, Dave Grohl and his boys are not playing this weekend at the Soundside Music Festival in Connecticut. No reason given, however, much speculation is because of, the new baby and the turmoil that Dave has created.
With his new baby.
Yes. So, Foo Fighters have been replaced by Jack White and Greta Van Fleet, and the festival was the band's only remaining tour date of 2024.
Oh, man.
That sucks for the rest of them.
Well, that sucks for not just the rest of them, for the promoter.
And everybody.
Yeah.
The
For the
fans,
promoter
everybody.
of whatever festival this is, you have the Foo Fighters as one of the headliners, and you have them pull out.
Where are you in the stages?
You at acceptance?
I think I'm at acceptance. I can joke about it now. I'm still sad, but I'm fine. I don't know what this is. This is Foo Fighters depression. I'm still in a Grohl hole, but it'll be fine.
And the guy's going to have to answer questions eventually.
Yeah.
There's going to be an interview, and he's going to have to answer questions about this. So
I've been daydreaming about that because Dave's always been one to go on stage, like after Taylor Hawkins died. Anytime he'd play a song that reminded him of Taylor or had some sort of history, he would do a little storytelling. And I feel like he will get to a place where he will finally be able to find, I don't know, when he's done with the shame and all this stuff.
Do you think he will dedicate a song to his new baby?
I guarantee he's writing songs right now. Absolutely he is. That's the only way he probably deals with this.
I think it'll all go away.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, they're too big. There's too many people that love him that don't want to hear about this because they don't want to knock him down a few points, so they'll just wait about a year until they forget about it, and then we'll just never talk about it.
They'll take a break for a year. You won't hear. You won't hear anything.
They're smart. He'll stay away for a little bit, and then they'll come back as if nothing ever happened.
And there may be a divorce or whatever, and they'll wait it out.
That's all right.
Go to sex
Or
rehab.
whatever.
You think?
I think so. A lot of people, that's Michael Douglas's thing, right? He was forgiven. He's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones. Life is good.
What was his?
I think he was just like a serial cheater and had sex addiction.
No, I thought his whole thing was he got didn't he get throat cancer from doing things to ladies?
Yeah, because of the HPV that can happen.
Yeah,
Hep C?
I don't think he got Hep C.
I thought this is what it was.
No, it was HPV.
HPV.
Okay. That was what it was suggested because it was a throat cancer.
He
And
got
he's
throat
like, I got
cancer
it from
doing certain things to ladies.
Yes. So always get
He
tested.
whistled too much?
Yes.
Josh Klinghoffer pleaded not guilty to a misdemeanor charge. Remember this? Of vehicular manslaughter without gross negligence on Thursday. So this charge stems from the car accident that happened back in March where he struck a 47-year-old pedestrian with
If you
his
don't know
SUV.
who that is, he was the Chili Peppers guitarist before Frusciante came back. He's currently, I think, with Pearl Jam on their tour.
And he was great. I saw him within the last time they were at the arena. And remember, I was like, man, he fills the void pretty well.
Yeah.
I thought he was great.
He is great.
I don't know anything about him except for seeing him on stage and going, damn,
man,
he's
the video
he's
of him
ripping it.
hitting this woman.
It's a guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, the guy. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, of course.
Oof.
It's a security cam of this intersection. And so, yeah, like you said, he's on tour with Pearl Jam right now. He's due in court on Halloween. And, he entered a plea deal of not guilty. He obviously didn't mean to do this. I don't know if he was on his phone or what happened, but, I mean, who knows?
Allegedly, he was on his phone and he ran over somebody at a crosswalk.
Yeah.
He
Not
did
good.
stop, though, right?
He did. He called the police. He was there. He, waited and did all the right things after this happened. But, yeah, that guy died. Guns N' Roses bassist Duff McKagan has covered a David Bowie classic as he prepares to launch his solo tour. He did a cover of Heroes and a new original song, The True to the Death of Rock and Roll Ballad. He says the cover felt right as he prepares. He says, choosing David Bowie's Heroes seemed to be a natural subject matter for me. I'm, of course, a massive history nerd. Star-crossed lovers in the shadow of a mid-70s Cold War era Berlin Wall. So you can
Who
check
does a
that
cover
out.
of Heroes? Was it the Wallflowers?
Yeah, you're right about
Was
that.
that from the Godzilla soundtrack?
It was.
That's right.
Good memory.
That was, you know what? We were talking about soundtracks the other day.
That's a good one.
That was a good soundtrack.
Wasn't like
Yeah.
Three Doors
The movie-
Down on it?
The movie was caca.
No Shelter.
No Shelter from Rage. That Heroes cover from the Wallflowers. That was a good cover.
Yeah, they missed the mark. Rolling
The Green Day song on there was just dumb because it was just they put Godzilla sound effects.
Oh, really?
And an established Green Day song.
Nobody talks about that. It looks like we know which U.S. cities Oasis may be visiting when they come here in 2025. NME has revealed a list of international cities the bands will be visiting with an official tour announcement in a coming week or so. North American cities include Chicago, Boston, L.A., East Rutherford, New Jersey, along with Toronto and Mexico City. They'll also go to Korea, Japan, Australia, and South America. So far, Oasis has only officially announced the dates in the UK.
So East Rutherford is Giant Stadium.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's New York, basically.
Okay.
So it's right across the road. It's where the
I don't know
Giants-
the East.
It's where the Giants play, so it's a giant
Stadium.
stadium. But yeah, I guess the closest would be Chicago.
Sweet.
Here.
Road trip? You going?
No.
Okay. Our buddy Corey Feldman is going through a divorce right now, and his estranged wife Courtney wants $5,000 a month in spousal support. So he is currently paying her around $2,000, but she believes that he can afford more because he's bringing in 6 figures a month. So Courtney says that Corey is making around $280,000 a month in movie and TV residuals, and his touring and his appearances and his merch. She says their marriage ended once she said no to doing recreational drugs and his party lifestyle. And Corey and Courtney got married in 2016 and then separated last year.
So $250,000 a month?
$280,000 a month.
There's no way.
$280,000 a month.
Residuals.
There's no way.
You don't think?
No, definitely not.
I mean, why is he driving his own van
Yeah,
then?
dude, he's making $250 a month open for Limp Bizkit, I'm sure. He's not making any residuals from that kind of stuff. Otherwise, he wouldn't be the Corey Feldman that we know as Corey Feldman. There's no way.
Or he's very frugal. I don't know.
Nah, people see people on tour and they don't know, and maybe she doesn't know, or this is
That's
smart.
his
on her-
ex-wife?
Yeah, this is smart on her part to just get more somehow by making him open the books and whatever,
You
or
can't
embarrassing
squeeze
him.
blood from a stone.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, dude. $250,000 a month? Are you crazy? That's so
I don't know what
much money.
residuals look like for movies. He was in some big ones.
Only in the 80s though, and he was never the lead in those. And I just don't see it. I don't see that happening. I don't see Corey Feldman being the Corey Feldman that we know like this. If you're telling me for the past 30 years he'd make him residuals like that.
Listen, during the Limp Bizkit show, he opened up. He had so many costume changes, and those aren't cheap. Those costumes.
Okay.
Hey, stay tuned for the residuals that he's going to be getting from this show. I'm just heads up.
When we announce when
announce.
tickets for our official Corey Feldman Film Fest.
Yep.
Because that's happening.
Oh, yeah.
In October.
I can't wait. Netflix is making a documentary series about the upcoming boxing match between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. The countdown Paul versus Tyson is going to be released a week before the fight, one part coming out on November 7th and the following on November 12th. The match has been originally scheduled for July. Of course, we know it's been pushed back to November due to health issues with Mike Tyson. It goes down November 15th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Also, a new docuseries on Hulu starring Luke Bryan is called It's All Country. It's going to premiere on November 15th. They're going to do a deep dive into some of country music's biggest stars movies and try to uncover the secret stories of their biggest hits. So if you're a movie buff, you'll want to check that out. Angelina Jolie is stepping into the spotlight in a new biopic called Maria, starring the Oscar winner and late opera singer Maria Callas. It's all about her. Netflix will carry it. And according to this, Maria was an opera singer whose vocal range famously spanned 3 octaves, which made her an international star during the mid-20th century. She then died in Paris in 1977 of a heart attack at the age of 53.
It's really amazing what they make movies about sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's an interesting story.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm just saying there's a lot. We hear a lot about movies that we never see. And it's just it's amazing to see what's being made these days.
This biopic. This movie actually looks great. Did you watch this this trailer for this new Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin movie? So it's a comedic drama following mismatched cousins, David, who is played by Jesse Eisenberg, and Benji, who's played by Kieran Culkin.
Jesse Eisenberg can only play one character.
I know. He's this guy in every movie he is.
He's always the neurotic, nerdy, weird guy.
Yes.
And he is, and in this trailer, he is exactly that.
Yeah, it's called A Real Pain. And so these cousins, they tour Poland to honor their late grandma, and they try to navigate their family history and the simmering tensions of family, their grief, and it doesn't go smoothly. Jesse Eisenberg, though, he wrote and directed this. It looks really good. It's funny. I think Kieran Culkin is one of the most successful, new, younger actors that we have. Like, his Succession role was excellent.
Yeah, he did great.
The dude's
kind of
just
plays
so good.
that role.
Yeah,
in this.
He was pretty punchable in that at first, and then you're like, "Whoa, what a character turn!"
So
and
funny.
Culkin actually kind of pulled it off.
He really
So
can.
Eisenberg plays the neurotic,
Cousin,
and Kieran Culkin plays like the hyper.
Like cool, smoking weed at the airport cousin.
Crazy.
It's called A Real Pain. It's going to be released in theaters on November 1.
Wasn't Eisenberg a part of that Sasquatch Sunrise trash that I saw on the airplane? Couldn't even get through.
Is that right?
I thought he was. Yeah.
Is he the Sasquatch?
I either acted in or produced it or both or something like that. I just remember that was not worth it.
No.
It was not great. I understand what they were trying to do, but it was nah.
Well, and finally, guys, breaking news: Steven Tyler is black. Yes.
What?
I knew it.
So I saw this come up. I love Steven Tyler and the whole Tyler family. I've been in love with Liv Tyler my whole life, too. Aerosmith frontman Steven Tyler has learned about his African-American ancestry with his daughter, Liv. There's a show, Who Do You Think You Are?, that shared a new video featuring Liv Tyler unraveling the mystery of her family and her father and their maternal family line. So I guess, Steven Tyler's real last name is Tallarico. And so he knows a lot about his father's lineage of immigrating from Italy over here at some point. But he never really knew about his mother's side. And so I watched this episode on YouTube is like 10 minutes long. And it is so cute because Liv Tyler's so
This
sweet.
is from 2017, by the way.
It is. This is breaking news. Nobody's watched this. Is it? It's
the Liv Tyler of Who Do You Think You Are?
But
Liv Tyler, Who Do You Think You Are?
Is Steven in this episode?
2017.
It said
maybe
new.
it's making the rounds. Maybe it's making the rounds again.
This was in our Feedleys this morning.
Liv and Steven Tyler discover African American ancestors.
Yes.
2017.
And you know what? If you do like 23andMe, everything goes back to Africa. Like I have 0.0000000, like 5,000 zeros and then 1% African in my body too. But this is so freaking cute, and we'll put it up with all of the different links that we post. But Steven Tyler, whenever Liv Tyler says, "And this is your grandfather," and his great grandfather, and he was half African, but he enlisted in the Civil War as white. And he just like throws his hands up like, "I knew it. I've always had kinship with the black people.
I've always felt black."
Yeah.
That's so,
what
a weird thing to say,
ridiculous
dude.
and perfect. Just watch it. But yeah, I just wanted breaking news. Steven Tyler is black. You heard it
Breaking
here.
news. You heard about it this morning. It's 3 years old.
3 years old.
He said that he always felt it. What a weird thing to say.
Can't stop talking about it. I'm black in an elevator. You don't have to say that, man. I'll just say 14th floor.
Right. Anyway, that's your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Jenna Ortega is 22. Avril Lavigne is 40. Lil Wayne is 42. Anna Camp, Aubrey from the Pitch Perfect movies, is 42. Brad Arnold, 2 first names, and he's the Singer for Three Doors Down, he's 46. Gwyneth Paltrow is 52. Mark Calderon from Color Me Bad is 54. Stephen Jenkins from Third Eye Blind is 60. Mark Maron is 61. Sean Cassidy, former teen heartthrob turned TV producer. Cold Case, Invasion, The Agency, The Hardy Boys. He was Joe Hardy. He's 66. Dennis Lawson is 77. That is Wedge Antilles in the original Star Wars trilogy. And Randy Bachman from The Guess Who and Bachman Turner Overdrive is 81 years old today.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Cytheria. That's right, Cytheria. And today's birthday girl has been in 557 fine films, including Anal Retentive 4, Attack of the MILFs 9 and 17, The Bigger, The Blacker, The Better. Cytheria, strippin' and drippin'. She was in Diesel Dongs 26, I've Never Done That Before 14. She was in the Porn Star Playhouse, and who could forget her role in 2004's Young and the Raunchy. Cytheria is 43 years old. It's porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, speaking of celebrities, and you just talked about Corey Feldman making possibly $280,000 a month. Let's talk celebrity net worth. So we'll do a little contest after the break.
Okay.
And Rafe will read you the names of 2 celebrities. And you tell us on the phone who's worth more.
Okay.
Simple as that. Who's worth more? And we have their approximate net worths. So 2 out of 3 right, you win your choice of prizes while supplies last. We got tickets for Pornogeist featuring Breaking Benjamin and Stained. Next Tuesday over at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Seether and Skillet, St. Louis Music Park in a couple weeks. Next Thursday, October 3rd. Sorry. Tickets to go see the Sesanta Tour featuring Primus, A Perfect Circle, and Pussifer, May 29th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. And we got tickets to go see Kaleo 1 week from tonight over at the Factory. So basically the contest is, who's worth more? 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. And then after the contest, we'll get into Rafe Williams and his in memoriam. All next.
Wow.
It is 7:49. It is Friday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. Left-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash 70 eastbound, right at 270. There's also delays 270 eastbound between 44 and 40. Your speed down to about 30 miles an hour. Point forecast, gusty winds and rain. High of 70. Right now it's 62 at the Point Studio.
All right, here we are backstage, Wayback Point Fest, with the boys from Lit. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you again.
We're doing great. Good to see you guys.
Okay, first and foremost, I hear that there is illness sweeping through the Lit camp. Can we confirm, deny what's going on?
I'd rather not use the word sweeping through because it's just one guy
Okay.
at the moment. And luckily, we're at the tail end. We got like less than a week left of the tour.
Man, so you're hanging on.
We've been out for over 10 weeks, or about 10 weeks, and that's not bad. And
Logistical question for those.
Special deal waiting for you at moonloveswoods.com. That's moonloveswoods.com. Your home into that special deal for Woods Basement Systems, the all things basement-y experts. Let their family serve yours for all of your basement needs and even more. For me, they helped me do some concrete leveling and install piers so my front porch wasn't sinking into the quicksand that is my front yard. And they were able to fix it forever. This is something that the previous homeowner kept, they just kept jacking and temporarily fixing. It cost more money in the long run, and it cost more damage on my house. So, you know, with that kind of stuff and basement stuff, like my friend just called Woods to fix the 2 big old cracks that ended up in his brand new basement. I'm telling you to call Woods because those kind of things, as you know, and you already know this, that they don't get better with time. They get better with Woods. You got to go, you got to fix that kind of stuff when you first see it. And you want to fix it right. You want to do it with the professionals that have been serving our area since 1986. We're talking about a family-owned business that's helping other people in your community. And I know that you've already heard of Woods Basement Systems because they are the all things basement-y experts. But check them out for other things as well. Call them or get that incredible deal I mean, I would start right there at moonloveswoods.com. That's the website to go to. Again, prevent further damage. Get this stuff done. It's not going to get better with time. It's going to get better with woods because it'll be fixed forever. moonloveswoods.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Jeff Burton from the Rizzuto Show. Thanks for tuning into the Facebook takeover with, my goodness, Taylor Momsen. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm going to get the geeky fan side of this out of the way first, which nobody watching is going to be surprised about. But I've been a fan for a while. You and I have chatted a handful of times. And the last couple of times that we did it, I'm sure you don't remember this, but we do a picture together, and I started collecting them. Can you see that?
Oh, shit.
Look at you. I think you're 17 in that first one.
Baby. I am a baby in that one. Look at you.
Yeah.
That the
I know.
beard?
You were a baby. I'm still an old man. So.
No.
Yeah.
That's great. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's get
So
talking again, man.
I don't know how we're going to work this one out. We'll try to turn it sideways or something. But hello, and thank you for taking the time for doing this. I know it's been a very, very long time since you've been to St. Louis. To play a show. What have you, the $2 question, what have you been doing during all of this downtime, this quarantine? What have you been up to?
I have been, well, we just released a single. We just released Rock and Roll. So I've been doing a lot of this, a lot of promoting from home and figuring out how to work from home, which is different. I'm adapting.
Yeah.
That, and then when I'm not doing this, I've been playing just a ton of guitar.
Oh, that's amazing. It's amazing that you have that to fall back on and to do. And talking about working from home, I broadcasted from my house for like 7 weeks, right? And so 2 weeks ago, I guess 2 Mondays ago or whatever, was my first day back. And then so I've been quarantined in this what we call a producer's room, right? So when I go in there and I start show prepping, I get to listen to the radio station. This morning, I get there at 3 a.m. on the day that I'm going to talk to you on Facebook Live. I turn up the monitor and Death by Rock and Roll was jamming on the point.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. That's kismet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had listened to it a handful of times, on Spotify, had yet to hear it on the radio. And Donnie Fandango, who's our music director, said that song sounds great on the radio. And I agree. What are your thoughts?
I agree. Thank you so much for playing it, man. That song was a long time in the making, almost 10 years. So it's very cool that it's out in the world now and people can hear it. I've been keeping it all to myself for the record's finished, so I've been listening to it ad nauseum. So it's nice that it's finally out and I can share it.
And share it, yes, is one thing, but then to do this and get out and talk with the people and talk about the process of the record and what you've been doing. And you said, I think right before we went live, that this is your first ever Facebook Live? I
believe it is, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
We are honored.
You're popping my Facebook cherry.
Yes. So a person in your position and what you do, how come you're not the multimedia mogul? You got somebody do that for you, just not interest you, or what?
It's just, when I have to do it, I've always had people around me who are a little bit better. I've got techs and guys who just, they know how to do this stuff. Like, sure. I don't record my own vocal, I sing it, Right. I'm having to learn to adapt to this new world of doing everything yourself. And it's taking me a minute, but I'm catching up slowly.
Yeah. So you pick up the guitar and you start playing. What does Taylor Momsen play to? I'm not bored, but I'm passing the time. I'm trying to be creative. You pick up your guitar. What do you start to play?
Well, I was playing. We did a live stream for Fearless Records for Crew Nation, and so I did a cover of Nick Lowe's Peace, Love, and Understanding for that.
Nice.
Right now, I've been playing a lot of Oasis. I've been just kind of going through the Oasis records and jamming on Oasis songs.
Oasis going to get back together? Yes or no? What do you think?
I hope so. I really hope so. What a reunion that would be.
It would be pretty incredible, but I'm one of those people that when the one brother says, yeah, then I'm all on team that brother. And then when the other brother says the other brother's a dick, then I'm like, yeah, I'm all team that brother. And I'm not even sure which brother is which, to be honest with you.
I love them both. I mean, I got to meet Liam years back. We played a festival together, and he was wicked cool. I've yet to meet Noel, so that's on the bucket list. And, you know, if I can, maybe I'll try to put my 2 cents in there.
Maybe you're the person who gets them back together, right?
Come on, you're the perfect duo. Come on.
This has happened before. We could sell some records. Maybe you guys could go along on the tour, that sort of thing.
Everything you're saying.
Yeah. Other stuff that has happened since the last time we talked. Obviously, the death of Chris Cornell, one of your heroes. Just reading an article from I think is it pronounced Kerrang? I think online today, and you just poured your heart out about what happened, and wow, just your thoughts. I mean, one of the guys that's on the show, the lead of the show that I'm on, Rizzuto, is a huge fan, and this man almost broke down on the air, and this is just from a fan standpoint. So I can't imagine what you went through.
It was.
How are you feeling this morning? Not so good. You just don't feel. Like you're ready for the day. Listen, I know it's Friday, but don't you want to feel good? Don't you want to feel good every morning when you get up? Fellas, there's a place for us. It's called Mentality, and you're feeling the way you feel maybe because you have low testosterone, or maybe it's low vitamins. Go to Mentality and get yourself checked out, especially, if you want to look in the mirror and see the man you saw 5, 10, or even 15 years ago. Your workouts aren't the same. You're not the same man you were in the bedroom. You're not sleeping well. These are all symptoms of low T. So go to Mentality, book yourself an appointment, and have them do a blood draw, and let's see what's going on inside. Maybe it's the vitamin levels. Maybe it's the testosterone levels. We'll start your TRT therapy, testosterone replacement therapy. Or maybe it's peptide therapy you're looking for, or maybe, for ED, tadalafil, or semaglutide. Have Mentality customize a treatment plan for you. They helped me. They've helped Moon. They've helped thousands and thousands of men in the St. Louis and surrounding areas. Chesterfield and South County, mentalityhealth.com, mentalityhealth.com.
I'm a fan, I'm a freaking nerd, I'm a big fan. St. Louis City has my heart, and Together Credit Union has made it so very easy for me. Not only have they dressed me well with this lovely scarf, but they gave me access to the St. Louis City SC Visa card. The credit and the debit card exclusive to Together Credit Union members, but it's gotten me 10% off food and bev in the stadium at the home opener. It got me 10% off at the team store, which is beautiful, by the way. And you know how Rizz and I are super cheap with our time. We don't like to stop or wait in lines because we're prissy, we're crybabies, whatever.
Be careful out there. We all know how you like to party.
All right, welcome back to the program. Rafe's in memoriam in just a little bit. Friday Fail Stories on the way. The Chief Entertainment Officer of St. Louis City SC, Matt Seebeck, will be stopping by to tell us what's going on this weekend down at City Park. But first, let's give away some stuff.
Brought to you by Friedrich HVAC Systems. Get serious about comfort and energy savings with Friedrich. Visit Friedrich.com.
All right, the name of this contest is Who's Got More Money? So Rafe's going to read you the name of 2 celebrities. And you have to tell us which one of these celebrities has more money. And we've got approximate net worths to go along with these. If you need some help, Moon's there for you or Lern's there for you. You could use a lifeline. 2 out of 3 right, you win your choice. The prize is Pointer Guys tickets, See Their Skillet tickets, tickets to go see Primus with a Perfect Circle, and we have Kaleo tickets. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Some of these are pretty hard.
I play this game with my husband at home all the time, and I'm pretty good. Just saying.
And by the way, I looked up every one of these, and this is net worth, as of last week.
Okay.
And it's not going to be exact, but I did my best.
Yeah.
Let's go to Christopher on line 1. Christopher?
Good morning.
All right, Christopher. Who's got more money?
Christopher, good luck. Who's got more money? Al Pacino or Robert De Niro?
De Niro.
What do you guys think? De Niro or
De
Pacino?
Niro.
De Niro.
Yeah, De Niro.
His name says Denario.
Although remember there was all that news about him.
He owes a lot of money to ex-wives.
Owing a lot of money.
He's getting a lot of residuals, though. He's been in a lot more newer things than Al Pacino has.
But De Niro's got a lot of ex-wives.
But so does Al Pacino. Al Pacino just had a baby.
Al Pacino's got a lot of ex-wives.
I know.
I say De Niro.
Christopher, you sticking with De Niro?
I think I'm going to stick with De Niro.
And you are correct.
You are correct. De Niro's worth $500 million to Pacino's paltry $120 million.
De Niro's worth $500 million.
Go off.
All right,
me.
one
He just
for
jumped
one.
off a yacht for his birthday. He's doing it.
Next.
Next, Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Tom MF and Cruise?
Who's got more money?
Who's got more money? Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Tom Cruise?
Go with The Rock.
You're saying The Rock? What do you guys think?
Tom Cruise.
You think Tom Cruise?
Man, I think this is a great matchup here.
Yeah,
But
this is a really good
right
matchup.
now, I don't know. I guess I would lean Rock, but Cruise is a great answer too.
Tom Cruise has got that old money.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock's got that new money.
All right. Christopher says The Rock. The answer is The Rock.
Oh, really? Surprise.
Rock has $800 million versus Tom Cruise, who's worth $600 million.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Chris.
Both doing pretty good.
Yep. All right. Let's go to Randy in Mount Olive. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Rizz.
All right. Randy, who's got more money?
Randy Bobandy. Let's make it dandy. Here we go. Who's got more money, Randy? George Clooney or Robert Downey Jr.?
Oh, man. Let's go with Robert Downey Jr.
All right. He says Robert Downey Jr. Who do you guys think? Who's got more money, Clooney or Downey Jr.?
You know, Clooney sold a vodka company or a tequila company or something that was huge money, and I want to say he's probably producing and done more. Remember, Downey had that gap, and although I know he made a ton of money,
Man,
I think it was
all
upfront
those
money.
Marvel movies. I think he got a piece of the back end too.
Oh, I know. I'm still going to say Clooney. I think he's a bit more, divested.
I'm going to say Robert Downey Jr.
Scott.
RDJ?
Scott's on the phone.
That's on the phone.
Randy says Robert Downey Jr.'s got more money, and he is incorrect. Clooney's got more money.
What?
That's correct. George Clooney is worth $500 million. RDJ, $300.
Yeah, I feel like he's more invested as far as a bigger portfolio.
Yep. Okay. So Clooney's got more money. Next.
He owns like a castle in. Doesn't Clooney own like a castle in France or
He's
something?
got those couple
he's
places
got-
on Lake Como.
Lake Como in Italy.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Anyways, here we go. Let's turn it all around. Who has more money? Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt?
Let's go with Leonardo DiCaprio.
All right, he's saying Leo.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? Pitt or Leo? Who's got more money?
Brad Pitt's got wineries that he's stealing back from Angelina Jolie and all sorts of little investments. I'm going to say Brad Pitt.
You say Brad Pitt?
Pitt's got a production company as well, but I bet you DiCaprio has some other things going on.
He's dating all these young chicks and got to pay for all their stuff.
And zero
married
marriages.
to them. Zero marriages.
I know, but he's spending a lot of money to make himself look cool.
You know what? You're right. The zero marriages has me leaning DiCaprio.
It's Leo.
So you say Leo.
Hang on,
Randy
I want to
says
change. I'm
Leo.
going to go Leo. Yeah, because of the zero marry. He's probably lost a lot to
Randy
Angelina.
says Leo. The answer is Brad Pitt.
Gosh damn it.
Brad Pitt. He has $400 million to Leo's $300 million.
Okay.
Who'd have thought that after a
Good prenup. So.
Robin. Robin in Farmington. Good morning, Robin. Who's got more money?
Robin? Who's got more money? Will Smith or Tom Hanks?
I'm going to say Tom Hanks.
All right. Robin says Tom Hanks. Moon, what do you say? Will Smith, Tom Hanks. Who's got more money?
Hanks.
Hanks.
Will Smith.
You say Will Smith?
Man, Hanks does have the big production company.
Oh, Smith has the music though.
But I'm going Will Smith, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
He's got that Fresh
And
Prince
a TV
money.
show, Fresh Prince, I think he
All right, well, Robin says Tom Hanks. You going to change your answer? You sticking?
No, I think I'll stick.
And the answer is, who's got more money? Tom Hanks has more money.
$400 million to Will Smith's $350 million. So it was a close one.
1 for 1. Next.
Here's a weird pairing. Who's got more money? Drew Barrymore or Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson's?
Robin?
I'm going with Drew Barrymore.
All right. Robin says Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, she's got the
Who's
fires.
got more money? Liam Neeson, that run that he's having with all these action flicks, the Taken franchise.
Yeah, but Drew
working.
Barrymore has been working with Adam Sandler so much. He's got that Firestarter money and the ET money. I'm going Drew.
Yeah.
I bet you there is no ET money for her, but she did have that production company that I think she
got the
sold.
talk show.
Flower Films.
Yeah, Flower. That's right.
With Jimmy Fallon's wife, Nancy.
Oh, yeah,
Did
because
she
it sold
sell
for
that?
like a ton, right?
Either way, I say Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore.
She had that video in the rain, too.
Scott, what do you say?
Doggone it.
Liam Neeson or Drew Barrymore?
Well, here we go, Drew. I think so.
All right. Sticking with Drew Barrymore, Robin?
Yes.
And you are incorrect.
Damn it.
Liam Neeson has more money.
No
Liam
way.
That is unjust.
I thought she sold that company for a ton of money.
Listen, I looked it up, and she's worth 125 to Liam Neeson's 145.
There it is.
Okay.
What?
And his is Euro, too.
I'm sure that's not one of those Google mistakes.
No. Let's not question the research, okay?
Okay.
All right, final one, Robin. Who's worth more money?
Robin, you got this. Who's worth more money? Harrison Ford or Johnny Depp?
I'm going to use a lifeline.
All right.
Lern.
Learn. You are the lifeline here.
Oh, no.
And your answer counts.
Learn.
Who's worth more?
He said, oh, no.
Learn. Leslie Elwell. This is for Robin's happiness.
I know. I love Robin.
She seems like a good person. Who has more money? Harrison Ford or Johnny Depp?
No. Well, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard had that whole thing a couple years ago where she pooped the bed and then he had to give her a lot
we
of
all
money.
know about that.
A lot of lawyers' fees in that. That's good. That's a good strategy.
But he's doing well. He's got the new teeth.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison
just-
Ford's got new teeth, clearly worth more money.
No. Johnny Depp
Depp's
has
got
Oh,
new
Johnny
teeth.
Depp's got new teeth.
But Harrison
Harrison-
Ford has an earring.
He does. He just landed a plane on the wrong runway and may lose his pilot's license.
Well,
I saw
that's
that video the other
He
day.
won't get out of that. Oh my gosh, they're both so old and cool. I'm going Harrison Ford.
Moon, do you agree with that?
I don't think there's a bad guess here.
There is. There definitely is.
Yeah, tell me.
One of them is
wrong.
bad and one is not.
No.
Man, I say Harrison Ford.
All right, so what do you say, Lauren?
Harrison Ford.
Is it Harrison Ford
Oh,
for the
Robin!
win? Yes!
Yes, Robin. Learn.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Robin.
Has come through. Harrison Ford is worth $300 million to Johnny Depp's paltry $150.
Yeah.
It's worth twice as much as Johnny. I bet those lawyers' fees did cut into his fortune.
Yeah,
Quite
man.
a bit.
All right, Adam, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's play Who's Got More Money?
Adam, who's got more money? Ben Stiller or Ben Affleck?
Ben Stiller.
He says Ben Stiller. For fun, Moon.
I agree. Ben Stiller.
Stiller. Learn.
Yes, I'm going to say Ben Stiller.
Stiller? Okay, who's got more money? Ben Stiller, Ben Affleck. Adam says Ben Stiller. The answer is Ben Stiller.
Yes.
Stiller, $200 million. Ben Affleck, $150.
Okay, next.
You know, Ben Stiller is one of those guys that, like,
He smoked $50 million in cigarettes outside his house.
And Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
I feel like Ben Stiller is one of those guys that, like, man, I think he really earned it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know there's nepotism and the guy came from a showbiz family and all that, but like, what a crazy, talented
he's a
dude
director,
across the
he's a
board.
producer, yeah. All right, next one.
Adam, here we go. Turn it around. Who's got more money?
No, he's 1 for 1. He's good.
Oh, Adam, take it home then. Who's got more money, Jay-Z or Sir Paul McCartney?
Ooh.
Oh.
Who's
This
got
is a
more
tricky
money,
one.
Jay-Z or
Jay-Z
Paul McCartney?
or Paul McCartney?
Ooh. I'm going to have to go with Jay-Z just because of the Beyonce thing.
Adam is saying, well, that's, her money.
That's her net worth.
All right, well, he's sticking with Jay-Z. Okay, he's saying Jay-Z. Learn, who do you think?
I'm
Paul
thinking-
McCartney or Jay-Z?
I'm thinking Paul McCartney.
Beatles did just sell their
Catalog. And
catalog not
Oh,
that
dang.
long ago.
McCartney for me.
You're saying McCartney, Scott?
Wow. Yeah, now you say it that way.
Just give me an
I'm
answer.
going to go McCartney.
All right, who's got more money, Jay-Z or Paul McCartney? Adam says Jay-Z, and the answer is what?
I just want to know if Adam was sticking after he heard.
Adam, you sticking?
Yeah, I'm going to stay with Jay-Z.
All right.
And who's got more money? Jay-Z's got more money.
That's the dynasty.
Goodness.
2.5 billion
Holy smokes.
versus Paul McCartney's lame 1.3 billion.
Wild.
That is wild.
Double.
Jay-Z's
almost
got
double the net worth.
2.5
That's
bill.
crazy.
Paul
Good for
McCartney's got
him.
1.3 bill. Okay.
Nuts.
Let's go to Kevin in St. Louis. Kevin.
Hi.
Hey. All right, who's got more money? Let's go.
Kevin, who's got more money? Snoop Dogg or Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, man. I'm going to ask for some help from Moon.
Moon.
Man.
Who's got more money?
Both of these are really interesting because when they calculate this net worth crap, they're not just putting like cash on hand. They're
No,
talking
they're
about,
doing endorsements.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all whatever their net worth is.
Well, not just endorsements, but like also stakes in ventures. And both of these fellers have tons of stakes in other ventures.
That's why I put these two together.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg has a whole bunch of stuff going on. Reynolds, everything from Mint Mobile to some tequila brand to the freaking soccer
He's
team.
got the gin company.
Oh, is it gin? Sorry, I can't get it
Aviator.
straight.
I think he
Man.
owned with Clooney.
I'm going to say
No,
it's
Clooney's got
Amigos.
Casamigos.
yeah, that was
thought-
with
I
Julia
thought
Roberts' husband. or
Reynolds
something.
and Clooney started this Aviators together as well. But
Aviation,
maybe I'm wrong.
aviation gin?
Something
Anyway,
like that.
so what's your answer? Who's got more money, Snoop Dogg or Ryan Reynolds?
I think they're both pretty close. I'm going to end up saying that I think the net worth is overall bigger with the investments and all that kind of stuff with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, would you agree with that, Lern?
Well, Snoop just got paid to be on the Olympics. But yes, I'm going to go with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, you guys all agree Ryan Reynolds? All right. Kevin Moon says Ryan Reynolds. Who's got more money, Snoop Dogg or Ryan Reynolds? The answer is Ryan Reynolds.
Right. Nice
Quite a
job,
bit.
Moon.
Yes!
350 million. The Snoop Dogg's 160 million, which I'll be honest seems very low
It's Friday. I did not want to
160
let
mil?
anybody down today.
for Snoop, considering that he's everywhere.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
lot of money,
Maybe that's
though.
why he is everywhere, though, because he's
He's
trying to make
cheap.
that money.
I mean, that's a lot of money. 160 mil is a lot of
It's
money.
a lot of money,
No.
but that seems low in comparison to some of the other celebrities I've seen on this list.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds is worth that much. Hot take.
No, I think he is.
I like Snoop Dogg a lot
He
more.
sold that Mint Mobile for his stake for a lot of money.
Yeah.
And also, he's getting fat back end on the Deadpool movies.
Yes. All right. Next one.
Here we go. Who's got more money? Billy Joel or Mariah Carey? Billy Joel
Billy Joel is going to be here tonight.
or
I'm going to go
Mariah?
with Billy Joel, even though Mariah's got that Christmas stuff.
Okay, so he says Billy Joel. What do you got? Do you guys agree?
No.
No, I would have gone with
Mariah's got more money?
Mariah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's more of a team doing things with her money. When it comes down to this music stuff, it's hard because as you have seen, it's not the music people that it's not music that's making these big fortunes. It's the other stuff that they
Well,
do with it.
Billy
I don't
Joel,
know
I
about
mean,
Billy
he's,
doing anything except for divorcing folks.
Yeah,
I mean, Billy
He's been
Joel
playing in New York for quite a
Playing in New
while,
York.
right?
That's
Yeah.
because he's got to make that Mariah
over
money.
100 sold out Madison Square Garden shows, doing a stadium tour currently.
You're
Yeah.
right, and the production's probably very low overhead.
multiple ex-wives.
Man, I don't know. This is a great question, but I'm still going to say Mariah. I feel like
Sticking
there's
with
more
Mariah.
going on over there.
Mariah's getting that Nick Cannon child support too. Let's not forget about that.
Yes.
True.
So you sticking with Billy Joel there, Kevin?
I'm sticking with Billy Joel.
All right, who's got more money, Billy Joel or Mariah Carey? The answer is Mariah Carey.
Mariah
Oh,
Carey.
She's in bed with the North Pole, pals. Never doubt it.
Yep. All she wants for Christmas is money, and it's $350 million versus Billy Joel's $250 million.
Whew.
All right, comes
What
down
a
to this,
bum.
Kevin.
Come on, Kevin.
All right, Kevin. Listen closely, Kev. Who's got more money, Kev? Mark Wahlberg or Kenny Chesney?
Who's
No
got
Shirt
more money,
Nation?
No
Mark
shoes nation.
Wahlberg or Kenny Chesney?
You were wishful
I'm
thinking on Mark
going
Wahlberg.
with-
No shirt nation.
It's got to be Mark Wahlberg.
All right, he says Mark Wahlberg's
Sure
worth more.
about that?
Yeah, you know what? He's filling
Yeah,
up all those
I'm
ice
positive.
bathtubs when he goes to hotels. That ain't cheap.
What? You
what
got
I'm
the
talking
ice
about.
machine.
You spend a lot of money.
What do you think, Lern?
Mark Wahlberg all the way. Take your shirt off.
Again, music is typically just a business card for you to do other things, so I don't think it pays like the movie and the production business and all that. I say Wahlberg.
Chesney's doing big shows.
That's
and
what I'm
keeping
saying.
all that money, living down. He's the new Jimmy Buffett.
He's got zero money for shoes.
He ain't writing new songs.
Yeah, no shoes
I'm
needed.
not saying the guy isn't making a ton of money, guys. I'm just saying in comparison.
Scott, what do you think? Kenny Chesney or Mark Wahlberg?
Well, I think this one's set up to throw us off, and I'm going to go with Wahlberg because that's the easiest one, and I think it's trying to trick us.
All right, Kevin, sticking with Wahlberg?
I'm sticking with it.
And you are correct, Mark Wahlberg.
Way to go.
By a lot.
By a lot. 400 million to Kenny Chesney's 180. So Moon was right, apparently.
Okay. Samantha
shoes.
Barnhart, hello.
Good morning.
All right, Samantha, who's got more money?
Samantha, who has more money? Miley Cyrus or Ariana Grande?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It's a happening.
I guess I'm gonna have to say Miley Cyrus.
All right, she says Miley Cyrus. You guys agree?
Yes.
Who's got more money, Miley
don't.
or Ariana Grande?
I don't. Miley should have more, but I don't think that's how the world works.
No, man, she's got that Hannah Montana money.
Hannah Montana.
I'm
Hannah
not
Montana.
sure what that was, though.
She's got
As far as
Rihanna was
she
a
went.
child star, too, though.
Nobody
Yeah.
remembers her child star name, though.
Both were Disney.
anybody-
Ariana Grande.
Sam and Cat, she was on that show.
Yeah,
Which
both-
one was she? Cat or Sam?
She was
Salmon.
Exactly.
Yep.
Also, Dolly Parton is Miley Cyrus's godmother,
That-
so she's getting fat checks
Yeah.
for her birthday.
Is she?
Miley works harder and does more, but I don't know, man. I feel like there's a strange world, and we're about to find out why. And Ariana Grande makes more money, or
Okay.
has more money, is worth more. We'll say.
Samantha says
Miley.
Miley. Sticking with it?
I hope you're right.
Stick with
Actually,
it.
I'm
Oh,
going
no, don't-
Ariana.
Oh, God.
Oh, she's changing.
Oh, God, don't do
I
this.
wanna
Dude,
to
she's
go
me.
licking
Ariana.
donuts.
This is the one that I'm going to get wrong.
Changing to Ariana Grande, Moon Swader, and she is correct.
Oh, yeah.
Good choice.
Oh, man.
Ariana Grande's worth 240 million.
I told
to
you the
Miley's
world is-
160.
Not a fair place.
Okay.
She is also she's in the new, what's the Wizard of Oz? Wicked?
The Wicked,
Oh,
yes.
yes, Wicked.
Yes.
I'm sure
Oh,
she
the
got paid.
Wicked.
I'm sure she made a fat check for that, too.
Okay, next.
Next. Who has more money, Billie Eilish or Lizzo?
Lizzo.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I say Billie
think
Eilish.
Billie Eilish,
all,
for sure.
all the way, because there was a huge publishing deal that she had. She had some hits before, and I don't know anything about Lizzo, so I'm not saying this from a fact, but I feel like it was more of a manufactured thing from the marketing perspective, and I'm going to go ahead and say that she has less of an ownership of what,
Okay.
what money is
Why
coming in.
Moon great till he gotta be great?
Samantha, sticking with Lizzo?
Yeah, I'll stick with it this time.
Sticking with Lizzo. And the answer is Billie Eilish.
Listen to Moon, he was being great.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, Samantha, comes down to this.
She had,
Samantha.
she had a couple hits, by the way. Her and her brother had those hits that started doing well. The Ocean Eyes or something like that before the publishing deal. I know her publishing deal was stupid.
All right, well, let's get this last one for Samantha in.
Samantha, who has more money? Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Oh, man. Jordan.
All right, she's saying Michael Jordan.
I think she said Michael Jordan. She cut out. Are you saying Michael Jordan?
And she said Michael Jordan.
Perfect timing.
What do you guys think? Who's got more money, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
King James.
It's a really good one. I know James has a lot of ventures, and he's been making a lot of money recently, but I think overall Jordan's probably just a bigger deal, even though, didn't he have an expensive divorce as well?
Gambling, too, wasn't
Oh,
he?
yeah.
He was
Oh, is that
gambling.
what it was?
He loved to gamble.
Yeah, he loved gambling.
And he
had a
sold his
big
mansion
divorce.
nobody's bought in Chicago, as we saw earlier this week.
And
Yeah.
LeBron did come up at a time when contracts were bigger.
Yep.
Endorsement
Definitely.
deals were bigger.
And he's the greatest of all time.
And he got in.
That's
What?
not true.
Get out of here.
That's wrong.
Get out.
Yeah, let's stir the pot on a Friday.
Yeah, I'm going to say Jordan, man.
Everyone
He says
knows
Jordan. You say
James
LeBron.
Bud Webb
Yeah.
is the greatest.
Scott, what do you
of all
say?
time.
Jordan or
this-
James?
This can be
Well,
hard.
Kevin, let's see here. I mean, LeBron is P. Diddy's friend. I'm going to go LeBron.
Okay. Okay.
P. Diddy's friend.
Samantha,
no, it's not,
sticking
Scott.
with Jordan?
Yes, I'm sticking with Jordan.
And the answer
I
is...
feel it.
Okay. She feels it. Michael Jordan. The answer is Michael Jordan.
That's right. You want to be like Mike. You want to be like LeBron.
He just sells his rookie cards.
It's not even close, by the way. $3.2 billion is Michael Jordan's net worth.
Whoa.
LeBron James is worth $1.2 billion.
I stand corrected.
Amateur hour.
Not even close.
What a goof.
All right, let's go to
Michael
Brittany.
can Jordan away LeBron's entire fortune and still be worth twice as much money as him.
Brittany.
No way.
Good morning.
All right,
Happy
good
birthday,
morning,
Rizz.
Brittany. Thank you. All right, who's got more money? Here we go.
Who's got more money? Eminem or Bruce Springsteen?
Whoa.
You know what? When I was
Laugh.
you know why? Because when I was putting this together, I was trying to pair them up to be difficult.
Comparable.
And,
Come on, Brittany.
and it's working out.
It's working.
Well, I love Eminem, so I think I'm just going to go with him.
All right, she says Eminem.
Blow your heart.
Who's got more money, Eminem or Bruce Springsteen?
Such a hard one for me, man. I don't know anything about either of their lives outside of music. And when you're just going on music, you would think Springsteen because he's been doing it for so much longer. Obviously, the record business prior to Eminem was a more lucrative business. But I feel like Eminem possibly got into some more ventures that maybe have made it. I feel like Springsteen loves what he's doing, but wouldn't be touring if it wasn't just about the music. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so what do you think?
I'll say Eminem
You're
based
saying
on
Eminem?
my past.
Lern?
I'm on fire. I think it's Bruce.
She thinks it's Bruce.
You better watch out. You better
Brittany's,
not cry.
Brittany sticking with Eminem?
Yeah, he's got more drama. I think he's got more coming to him.
Well, the answer is Bruce Springsteen.
Dang.
By a lot.
Listen, I had to stay consistent, but it's hard.
Springsteen's worth $1.1 billion.
Yeah.
him.
Like
Like
he
I said,
sold
I
his
don't-
catalog for like almost $1 billion.
Oh,
didn't he?
that's right. I should have taken that into account.
All right,
I
next.
forgot about
$230 million for Eminem, so not very close at all.
All right, next.
All right, who's worth more money? David Beckham or Tony Hawk?
David Beckham, the soccer player, investor, a team owner,
Hottie.
or Tony Hawk, skateboarding legend.
I'm going to use a lifeline. Lern seems to be doing a thing
Lern.
today.
Do your thing, girl.
Lern, David Beckham or Tony Hawk, who's got more money?
that. Ooh. David Beckham.
She says David Beckham.
Lern says
Hold
David Beckham.
Yeah, David Beckham.
Moon, do you agree?
Wait, hold up. He's got the video game, though. Tony Hawk. Does David Beckham have a video game?
No.
Oh, no. David Beckham.
David Beckham.
100% agree.
100% David
Okay.
Beckham. Okay, the answer is David Beckham.
Right on.
Yeah.
David Beckham's got a lot more money.
Since he's done so much modeling and he's got so many deals out there. $450 million to Tony's $140.
Okay, comes down to this final one. Who's got more money?
Who's got more money? Shaquille O'Neal or Peyton Manning? Shaquille O'Neal.
I think I'm gonna go Shaq because he did his
Shaq Diesel?
athletic career, but then he was also in commercials for the General, and he's doing a whole bunch of stuff. And didn't he do Fruit of the Loom too? I'm gonna go with Shaq.
All right,
Look at
Shaq,
you.
what do you guys think?
Peyton Manning has been doing insurance commercials.
And
for-
doesn't he own like a gazillion Papa John's pizzas?
Show me
does.
Peyton Manning. Show me Peyton Manning all the way.
You say Peyton?
I'm
Shaquille
going
did.
Shaq.
Shaq?
Shaq made a ton of money when Shaq Diesel.
He owns a ton of
rap album
restaurants.
came
He
out.
owns a lot of business.
Brittany saying Shaq. The answer is Shaq.
Oh, wow. I'm glad she.
Shaq by a lot. $500 million to
Damn.
Peyton Manning's $250 million.
Wow. I thought that I read somewhere that Shaq had some troubles or something.
Oh, Shaq is good, man.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
All right, one final contestant, and then we'll move on. Mike in Collinsville. Good morning, Mike. Final contestant.
Good morning. Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, buddy. Here we go.
All right, who has more money? Ellen DeGeneres or Justin Bieber?
I think I'm going to go with Bieber.
All right, he says Justin Bieber. Who's got more money, guys? Ellen or Justin?
Ellen.
Man, that's really hard. I'm probably going to say Ellen just because, again, music. can do you dirty.
All right. Sticking with Justin Bieber, Mike?
I think they may have swayed me. I'll switch to Ellen.
Oh, switching to Ellen.
Okay.
And the answer is Ellen.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Wise sway. Wise
for you,
sway.
man.
500 million versus Beeb's 300 million. Baby, baby, baby.
All right. Next.
Who's worth more money, Paris Hilton or Chef Gordon Ramsay?
Paris Hilton.
He says Paris Hilton. What do you guys think?
Totally agree.
Gordon Ramsay or Paris Hilton?
Now, this
Gordon
is
Ramsay.
Paris's wealth, not the Hilton family.
This is Paris Hilton's net worth.
Yeah, she's got an album. She did a book. She had a show.
Yeah, but Gordon Ramsay's got all these restaurants. He's got
a
TV
show.
shows. He's got cookware.
He doesn't have a perfume.
Yeah, it's Paris.
You're saying Paris? Sticking with Paris, Mike?
Yep.
And the answer is Paris Hilton.
All right.
All right, winner. Hang on, Mike.
Overall, we're pretty good at this game in this room.
It's close, though. I mean,
It's not an
considering.
easy game.
Paris Hilton's got 300 mil, Gordon Ramsay 220 mil.
Yeah, that was not a big margin.
All right, just for fun around the room here. Angelina Jolie or Jennifer Aniston?
Ooh,
Aniston.
I'm gonna say Aniston as well.
And the answer is Aniston. 320 mil to Angelina Jolie's 120. Ronaldo or Tiger Woods? Cristiano Ronaldo or Tiger Woods? Who's got more money?
Ronaldo.
That is a brilliant. Ronaldo does so many endorsements, but Tiger owns those companies over there and had huge endorsement deals.
But Elon took everything when they got divorced.
Yeah, okay, I'll stick with Ronaldo. He's got that Saudi money right now.
Rafe, who's got more money?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
By a lot.
Says B.
1.2 bill to 500 mil.
Damn.
Wow.
$1.2 billion, dude. Crazy money for Tiger.
The dude only has, they say, he's 500 million. He
Don't question
the last couple
the
years he's made
research.
that.
Honestly, Tiger's got, next to Jordan, probably the most recognizable sports brand
Yeah,
clothing. He's got to be just raking it in on the golf clothing.
All right, who's got more money, Oprah or Kim Kardashian?
Ooh, this is a good one. Kim K's got that Skims money and all of the production. I mean, Kris Jenner. Kim became an executive producer too of the show. I'm going to say Kim. I think she's in the billions. But so is Oprah. I'm going to go Kim.
Kim?
I'll say Kim.
Kim? Rafe, the answer is?
Oprah Winfrey.
Damn, Oprah.
$3 billion versus Kim's 1.7 bill.
All right, one more. Who's got more money, Dr. Dre or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Dr. Dre had Beats
I understand.
and sold to Apple.
And did he partner with Jimmy Iovine to
Yeah,
produce?
that's for Beats.
Yeah. Ooh.
The way you're trying to sway me.
He's also a
makes
doctor.
me think it's Beyonce.
And he's a doctor.
Don't forget.
I'm going to
You
say
had to pay off
Beyonce.
medical school.
You said,
Because she and Jay-Z are so surprising and amazing. I'm going to say Beyonce.
and who's got more money, Beyonce or Dr. Dre? The answer is
Beyonce.
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 600 mil to 500 mil.
That's
There
a
you
close
go.
one.
You guys
Hey,
did all
just so
right.
you know, for context, by the way, research context, 2 different sites have my net worth.
Come on.
One of them says...
Please don't do that.
okay.
I researched this, and
No, those I'm sure
the
are
integrity
legit.
of the game is based on my research. So let's not sully
Well,
that
one of
stuff.
them-
Thank you.
All right, you're right.
All right,
funny,
8:30 Friday. Rafe's in memoriams after the break. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from today to Sunday. Let's see. We still have that left lane shoulder blocked due to a crash 70 eastbound at 270. And further south, we have delays, but they're easing. 270 at Doherty Ferry. And average speed is about 35 miles an hour. That's eastbound. Your point forecast, gusty winds and rain, high of 70. Right now it's 61 at the Point Studio.
joined in the Point Studio now by the mastermind behind Ghost, Tobias Forge. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you. How do you do?
I'm doing really well. It's an absolute great pleasure to have you here, and the absolute ferocious fan base of Ghost has me completely petrified that I'm going to screw this interview up because they
then don't.
Right. Well, that's the idea. But it's one of those really great things in getting to talk about Ghost right now because you can just feel all the excitement and everything kind of not starting to come together, but just continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That has got to be an amazing thing for you to see on your side of things.
Of course it is. I mean, I've done many records in my life that did cause nothing, you know. So it's you never know how many times you will have this feeling. So I'm trying to sort of absorb it and enjoy it whilst it's here. And
tell fellas, it's Friday, alrighty, and it might be payday. I know it's my payday. It's pretty exciting. But take a little bit of that paycheck and take care of your health in 2024. Schedule yourself an appointment at victorymenshealth.com at one of their 4 locations at Sunset Hills, Town and Country, or either O'Fallon. Whatever one's near you, go in, get your blood drawn. They'll test it down to a cellular level. They'll figure out what's going on with your body. If you're over the age of 35, you should be getting a blood test anyway because they check your PSA levels, and that's good to know about your prostate health. But they'll also figure out exactly what's going on with you. And maybe you got something going on, you need to lose a few pounds. Maybe you're feeling a little groggy and a step slower because you got low T. Maybe it's a vitamin deficiency. Maybe you're having problems in the bedroom. You just need a little help there. Whatever it is, they have got you covered, and they care about your progress as much as you do. They will call, check up on you. They're your biggest cheerleader in your fitness journey and your health journey. So don't wait. Invest in yourself and invest in your health. You can't take care of your family and the people that can depend on you if you're not taking care of yourself, and Victory Men's Health can help you with that. So go to victorymenshealth.com and schedule yourself an appointment today. That is victorymenshealth.com.
So we've had this place for a little over a year now. And every time I come up here, I discover something new, whether it be a new structure or just something hidden in part of the woods here. So a couple months ago, just spotted something in the woods, and what the hell is that? So I went exploring, and let me show you what I found. Check this out. That, my friends, is a hidden sawmill. So I drove out here one afternoon and I said, what the hell is this? Well, you get all this cut wood. You got this wooden structure out here. I said, what is that? And then I go in here, it's a big saw. So this is a sawmill that was just hidden in the woods. So I guess what you do is that little pipe at the end there, you'd hook a tractor up to that and turn the PTO on, and that spins the blade. And you would take your logs, and you'd push your logs up onto here, and this thing slides, and you'd make yourselves some 2x4s or whatever. Am I ever gonna use it? Absolutely not. All I could see is an accident happening. I mean, this guy was using this sawmill up until basically the day he died. And this was an 80-something-year-old guy who was taking logs, putting them up here, and making planks or whatever he needed to use around the farm. And I don't know what the heck this is. It says observation booth. What are you observing? This would be a good spot for Jeff to come and just do weird things. That's what I was thinking. Again, this is all hidden. I just kind of found it. You got a lot of cut wood, tires, extra fencing. I don't know why there are so many tires. I guess he was a tire collector. Is this a Blair Witch Project thing? Maybe. Let's not find out. Let's go. Here we are coming up to one of the pastures that flush with cows. Look at them all just waiting for me. Hey, it's your buddy Rizz. Hi, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, ladies. Let me introduce you to the ladies. There's 33, and there's 59, and 45, and oh, hi, 97. Yeah, there they are. The girls. They're close because they think I'm going to feed them.
But little do they know I'm going to feed off them. And look at the calf. Look, they just crap everywhere. They just stand there and, well, you know what they do all day? They eat and poop. That's it. Just eat and poop. Look at that one drooling. So the cows are on the field and they graze. And they're doing the lawn mowing for me. They eat, they poop, they eat, they poop. Man, I wish you guys were out here when the stud was out here. And this stud was just running around, just trying to mount all the cows. And some cows weren't having it. Imagine that job. Just your job is just to be out on the field and just have sex with things. You see with these damn cows, they crap everywhere. I got my tires dirty. So here's the deal with the cows. They aren't actually our cows. They're the neighbor's cows, the neighboring farm. So he pays us to put the cows on our fields so the cows can graze and do their thing, and he moves the cows from field to field. So they're right here now. In a week or two, they'll be on another side of the farm, and in a week or two, they'll be on another side of the farm. So they just kind of rotates them around, and they eat, they poop, they fertilize our fields. They're doing the lawn mowing for me by grazing, and maybe I'll get a couple steaks out of the deal. I don't know.
All right, first big summer show of 2018. We've got 30 Seconds to Mars and Wellesley Arms and Walk the Moon and K-Flay. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's really great to see you. I got to tell you this, though, kind of changing up the interview from where I thought I was going to go. I want to know about the fitness regime in which that you have, how you do it out there when it's 105 degrees, because I need to.
Okay, so we've just started something. We're calling it Witness the Fitness.
Okay.
It's good branding, right?
Right.
We're off to a good start. But basically, like, with a tour like this too, we have a lot of downtime.
Sure.
So we're trying to take like times when we could do bad things and do good things.
Oh, very good. So you're just kind of keeping yourself busy, more or less.
Sort of.
But then also doing something very good for your mind and for your body as well.
Exactly, because I feel like one of the things, there's like a weird cycle that can happen on tour where you get locked into this like never changing like Groundhog Day thing.
Sure.
And this is a good way to disrupt that potentially damaging cycle.
Absolutely so. But I mean, and also too, though, I mean,
Friday is the busy day at South County Urological. That's when they do all the vasectomies. It's vasectomy day at South County Urological. That's right. They do the vasectomies on Fridays because they want you to rest over the weekend. No heavy lifting, no throwing around the kids, no mowing the lawn. Just take it easy, ice yourself down. Listen, you got college football tomorrow. You got NFL on Sunday. Relax, kick your feet up. It's all right. And then you're back to work on Monday. Dr. Huatma, South County Urological, that's where they do the no scalpel vasectomies. Very quick, covered by most insurances. When I got my procedure done, my insurance covered it. But they also do kidney stone treatments over at South County Urological. Kidney stones are common in young people. It's something that runs in families. They'll treat you over there with minimally invasive techniques. They have a stone center where you'll be treated quickly. And they'll run tests to see why you're forming these stones and give you recommendations as to preventing future stones. South County Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com.
Donnie Fandango from 105.7 The Point. Very happy to be joined by Dan Reynolds, frontman of Imagine Dragons. And Dan, we have a lot to talk about, but you are involved in one of my favorite life moments, and I have to tell you about it. And I've been wanting to tell you about it since it happened. It came up in my memories about 3 years ago this past weekend, and I had a chance to take, at that time, my 10-year-old daughter to see you guys live. My daughter's now 13, and some days are rough. And she's an
birthday, Rizz.
It's a very moist Friday.
Yep.
It's a wet one.
Wet Friday. Hopefully the rain will stop in time for that Billy Joel Sting concert tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what time they'll call it. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine. She's like, what time do you think if it is canceled? I mean, 4 o'clock, right? They don't want droves of people downtown.
They're not going to call. It's rain or shine, isn't it?
No, it is not. Is it not? Rain or shine.
Can't be lightning.
Yeah, if it's lightning, they'll cancel, but otherwise.
99% of these concerts are rain or
They
shine.
pause games when it rains. You think they're going to let a...
Yeah, but Billy Joel's not playing shortstop.
Yeah, they're not tearing up fields. That's why
Wait,
they
she's not
pause the
playing
game.
that
It's a
song?
$1 million field.
I've seen Metallica at Busch Stadium when it was raining.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah, me
wasn't
too.
raining like downpour. It was just
It
annoying.
was raining a good clip. I remember that show. They remember they put it looked like a bus shelter over Lars when he was playing.
That's right.
Hilarious.
99% of these shows are rain or shine, unless it's gusty winds where it's dangerous for the stage, or it's lightning. It's go time. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. It's happening.
I don't like it.
You're not going. So
I know. I know. I'm just trying to have a feeling about it.
Well, so you got Evolution Fest this weekend. You got all these high school homecomings, the games. All the homecoming parades are today. I know next weekend's our kids' homecoming. Oktoberfest up in St. Charles, NHRA down at the racetrack. Yes, this is the weekend of things happening, and Mother Nature sucks sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
She has other plans.
Helene,
Hurricane Helene is what's going on, but. Listen, you know what's not canceled? This week's In Memoriam.
No, but some people on it are.
Yes.
Including us.
Oh.
We're always canceled by somebody. This week's In Memoriam brought to you by the Inskip Law Firm, your future, our priority. For those of you that don't know, the In Memoriam is much like the Oscars In Memoriam, only it's emails and messages that we got from fans and haters alike, and sometimes just people who accidentally tuned in and didn't have anything better to do with their day. Send us a message. Sometimes it's ourselves. You never know who's going to end up on the In Memoriam. But this week, I want to kick it off right with what some people thought was a glaring omission of last week's In Memoriam.
Oh.
And that's Lern's tub.
Oh, my.
Oh, our bathtub.
We did forget that last week.
Well, I didn't forget.
Oh.
Some people thought I forgot last week. I just felt like the wound was a little too fresh.
You're a good friend.
You know? Lern lost her giant, gaudy, Scarface-like corner tub that she had adorned with several Wiccan fortune-telling hands and other pagan symbols that help her relax. Yes, our poor home-owning Lern will now be forced to bathe like a plebeian, a peasant, a commoner, or even worse, a renter.
Sucks.
Ew.
Yuck.
Ew. Tim, ew. We wanted to give her time to process the 5 stages of bathtub grief, so I gave you a week.
Thank you.
First, a shower denial. An initial response to tub loss, saying such things as, I'm going to go take a vertical bath. Second, a shower anger. A response to tub loss that may cause you to yell at your pipes in the basement or chase birds out of a bird bath in a fit of jealousy, which you did. Next, a shower bargaining. A response to tub loss that comes from feeling of helplessness, such as giving away your bath bombs and candles in an attempt to remove all traces of soaking from your life.
Yes.
Then shower depression. This is a hard response to tub loss. It can feel like an intense fog of sadness or crying in public fountains, which you've done twice. And finally, shower acceptance. A response to loss that involves acknowledging the loss and learning to live with it as you run a loofah sponge down the crack of your ass and cry in your shower.
You know me so well.
So R.I.P. Lern's tub. Bye-bye. Next up, the Book of CrossFiticus 3:16, a.k.a. the New Testament, a.k.a. the Church of Latter-day Gains.
Latter-day Gains.
Did we say that one, or is that a new one?
That was
Church
a
of
new
Latter-day
one.
Gains.
Brand new.
I do a little legwork on these. CrossFit, the exercise program that serves as a great outlet for folks who want to strut around with the unearned confidence, swagger, and intensity of a soldier who just completed all 62 weeks of Navy SEAL training but only have time to squeeze in 45 minutes of box jumps in a glorified hay barn. These WOD God gurus that run these gyms place a huge emphasis on proper form and in no way needing it. CrossFit takes complicated movements and exercise and gets rid of all the useless parts like effectiveness and safety, and replaces it with much cooler stuff like unnecessary injuries and danger. We upset some folks in the CrossFit community when we reported a true story of a woman who did CrossFit and almost blew up her biceps after an ill-advised trainer-supervised workout, and she developed Robdo, which sounds like a guy who would be running a CrossFit gym. Sensei Robdo says my kipping and tire flipping are next level. But that is not who Robdo is at all. Robdo is a life-threatening condition where your cells explode inside the muscle fibers and can lead to renal failure.
Yeah, that's kidneys.
Pretty cool.
Kidneys, kids.
Now, we poked fun at the cult-like nature of people who join CrossFit, likening to that of Jonestown, the Branch Davidians, or the Church of Scientology, and had some whimsical takes on these fitness fanatics following their own altered scripture from a book lovingly referred to as the Swoley Bible. The first commandment of CrossFit is thou must tell everyone thou dost CrossFit. The second commandment of CrossFit is swole is the goal and size be the prize. We jokingly referred to prayers they might pray for their needlessly injured cult members, like Rex 3:16, thou shalt not quit lest thou be a pussy. Or Max 4:11, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of Tractor, I shall fear no tire in the valley, for thou glutes art with me. Thy quads and thy calves, they comfort me. And a lot of people said, hey, you guys took it too far. We're not like that. Well, let me read you a few actual quotes I got off CrossFit gym walls on the internet.
Okay.
Make construction workers whistle at you, then beat their ass. Obsessed is a word the lazy use to describe the dedicated. In WAD we trust, and good things come to those who work their asses off and never give up like a loser. All right, cool. Sounds like we were pretty right the F on. So let's say this final prayer together as we honor the Church of Swole on its way out the door. Our Father, who lives in heaven, hallowed be thy gains. Your kingdom come, your sets be done in a hot barn as in heaven. Give us today our daily wad. Forgive us our half reps as we forgive those who have half repped against us. Lead us not into carb temptation, but deliver us from gluten. Wayman. Bye-bye.
Wayman.
Wayman. Nice. And of course, that leads me into my next and final installment of the E Memoriam. Not only did we piss off CrossFitters, we also pissed off David H. Christ.
Oh, no.
Got an email from well, it seemed like he enjoyed the segment, but he said he's not going to listen anymore. So I'm just going to read his email. I don't understand why he didn't like it. So this is the email, then I'll read my response to David H. Christ, who did not like the CrossFit segment. Apparently, he said, I had to drop a line to absolutely thank you guys on the amazing roast of Jesus in the CrossFit segment. I'm crying. LOL. So funny. LOL. Even the title. Read your Swoley Bible. Incredible stuff, guys. The jokes referencing verses of the Bible, but changing God's word into CrossFit jokes. Freaking the best. Oh, exclamation point. Whipping you across the gym as you run. OMGSH. The one Scott said about running on water, that had to be a reference to Jesus calming the storm and trying to teach faith and how he'll never leave those who believe in him. So incredibly funny, guys. Ha ha. Ha ha. Moon, man, I was in tears when you were reading the different Bible passages, but changing the words into comical worldview gym jokes. LOL. I was on the fence about becoming a Christian, but you guys totally helped me make my decision. I'd rather make fun of them than and make them the butt of jokes. Am I right, guys? ROFL. The Olympic ceremony when they admitted mocking the Last Supper before Jesus was taken and beaten and tortured and nailed to a piece and then stabbed with a sword. Right? Lighten up, Francis. Right, guys? LOL. Just brainstorming. Maybe a number 3 show where it's just jokes about Jesus.
Oh.
Or take passages out of the Bible and change them to be jokes. LOL, guys. Keep up the great work. Signed, David H. Christ.
Oh, he loved it. Awesome.
So it seems like he loved it. From what I picked up on that, it seemed like he really enjoyed it and totally got the point of that segment.
Awesome. Cool.
So, of course, I wanted to be thankful. So I sent a reply. Dear David H. Christ, OMG. These are all great ideas, man. All pretty equally freaking hilarious. LOL at laugh emoji, laugh emoji. We could even do a number 4 show where each horseman of the apocalypse is a Seinfeld character, ROFL. Conquest is George Costanza because he's a born loser and can't win any battles, SMDH. War is Elaine because she's always shoving everyone and saying, shut up, but it never escalates past that because she's so cute and likable, IMHO. Now, famine is Kramer because he's always eating food out of everybody's fridge. IYKYK. If you know, you know. And death is obviously Jerry, but he can't kill anyone because he's a germaphobe and can't bring himself to touch anybody. LMAO. Ah! And the hell that follows with him, Jerry, can be Newman as the devil, and the rest of Hell's Army can be the listeners of our show that lack the comedic skill to pick up on the lighthearted jokes and make it all about themselves and then shoehorn in their own worldview, bumming everyone out. OMFG, OMFG. Like, say, for instance, WWJD sending a smarmy email missing that a segment making fun of people who do CrossFit belonging to a misguided cult, worshiping a false idol, fitness, and creating their own ideology that shamelessly rips off popular biblical canon was in no way anti-Christian, but rather harmlessly poking fun at overzealous gym rats teaching terrible form and injuring people. Ha ha! Then somehow tacking on extra stuff that didn't even happen on our show, like the Olympics opening ceremonies, to try and drive home a weak point. Thanks for the praise from on high, pun intended. Keep the killer ideas coming. Ha ha. LOL. Don't crucify me for this segment. Love you more than 30 pieces of silver. BRB, JKTLDR, BB means bye-bye. Sorry, David Christ. And that concludes this week's in memoriam, except for the real RIPs. We didn't have any actual deaths.
We do
week.
today.
Oh,
Breaking
correction.
news.
Breaking news.
Maggie Smith is dead.
Oh,
Of Downton Abbey. Of
way.
Hook.
Wow.
Dead at
way.
the age of 89. And that's that just came through. R.I.P.
Maggie Smith.
Oh, no.
Just made it in under the wire to get into this week's in memoriam. But we'd also like to honor the Armory.
Oh, the Armory,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
You will be missed in the St. Louis region and a worldwide and I shipped my pants salute to the last Kmart, which we also lost this week. So we lost a couple big buildings this week, guys.
Yeah.
The Armory
and Maggie Smith.
Kmart and Maggie Smith. And that concludes this week's in memoriam, brought to you by the Inskip Law Firm. Your future, our priority.
Okay.
I thought it was there.
Scott Rizzuto on the ones and twos.
Is Matt here?
DJ Rizz.
He might be. I think he was pulling in.
All right, Matt Seebeck, the Chief Entertainment Officer for St. Louis City SC. He's going to stop by, tell us what's going on this weekend over at City Park. And Friday Fail Stories are coming up before we get out of here. I'm doing my best. It's 8:54. It is Friday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway today through Sunday. Right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash, 44 eastbound. Your point forecast, gusty winds and rain today. High is 70. Right now it's only 62 at the Point Studio.
Let's get to Moon's list of things he would like
Moon's
to achieve
bucket
before
list.
death.
There's some cool ones on here, man. There's a couple cool ones. Let's start with number one. Moon wants to drive a monster truck, which is rad as hell. And I at least want to ride shotgun.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Growing up in St. Louis, big Bigfoot fan, as everyone should be. Mm-hmm. And, man, we've gone to this Monster Jam. You know, Monster Jam always invites me out and has had me out for years and years and take the kids. And it's just been the most fun experience every single time it comes through. We do a whole family event with it, and every time, Scott and I have done this where we get down on the track, on the dirt beforehand for the pre-show, and when you're next to one, how can you not be driven to want to drive it?
As somebody
you sit there and you go, I am.
Your football watching a bit more exciting? Well, it's time to check out Underdog Fantasy. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? Now, last year, over 1 million fans across 33 different states joined the game on Underdog. Why? Because Underdog lets you win up to 1,000 times your money. All you have to do is pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats. So, okay, this weekend. Rafe, you can help me out here.
Yes.
Rafe. All right, so Patrick Mahomes, old Patty Mahomes. The Chiefs are playing the Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, 252.5 passing yards. Higher or lower?
Over for sure, dude.
Okay.
He's due.
Higher.
Higher, yes. Higher. He's due.
Aaron Rodgers. They are at home. The Jets are at home against Denver. 219.5 yards. Higher or lower?
Higher.
Okay.
Denver's not looking good.
Okay. Betting the house on it. Now, I've been playing Underdog a lot, and let me tell you, it's awesome. The app is super easy to use. It's straightforward. Signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code Rizz, R-I-Z-Z, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first Cash Champions entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code RIZZ, to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 18 and older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Hey, so welcome back to the farm. In the last video, you saw me on the tractor with the brush hog in the field, trying to get everything all good. Kind of a pain. So I called in reinforcements. My friends from McCoy Construction and Forestry, they're here, and they brought toys. Hi, guys.
Hey, what's going on, Rizz?
Chad and Steve and Mike. Okay, so we got some mowers, because I need some help in the field.
Absolutely.
So you guys saw me with the big brush hog, and I can't, with the elderberry plants out there, I can't really get close to the plants with that big brush hog.
Sure.
So this is for more of a precision cut.
Yes, absolutely. That allow you to get a little closer to those elderberries. So at this point, this is a bad boy commercial zero-turn machine.
It literally is a bad boy. It says bad boy on it.
And it'll cut a lot of grass in that pasture up there for you. It's a 60-inch cut. Want to hop on and see if you can get this thing going?
I have no idea what to do.
Well, that's a seat. Let's start off by sitting in the seat.
No, I know
there.
I can sit in the seat. I know this is a seat.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to get in the seat.
Yeah.
All right.
Give her a crank.
All right. We've started.
Yeah. Next.
Okay, now.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay, what do I do? I put the brake down?
Yep, you got the brake on the left-hand side.
Brake down, okay.
These guys you're going to bring into your center. So create left and right drive tires.
Okay, oh boy.
And now you're able to drive this thing wherever you want.
Now backwards is which way? This way?
Oh yeah, hey, oh, hey.
Look, Chad, I'm doing it!
You're doing it, man. You're doing it.
I'm doing it! Hey, let's do a practice mode before we get out to the field.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, it's a lot easier. Look at me using the zero turn. I'm going to do another lap. Dude.
Well done, man. Well done.
Is this maybe street legal?
Absolutely. It's a bad boy, remember.
Yeah, this bag could take this bad boy anywhere. So, Chad, what I think we should do is I think you should get on that one, and then let's go down to the field, and we'll mow a row or two.
Sounds good. Let's do it. All right. Let's do it.
Hey, before we go, damn turkeys are on the way. Get out of the way! Well, I think I won. So both of these zero turns available at McCoy. You got the location in Fenton where you'll find these two, the Bad Boy and the X-Mark, but you got industrial locations too for your industrial stuff.
Absolutely. 8 different locations, but industrial. Fenton, Missouri is where we're going to have all the ag and turf stuff. So, yeah.
All right, well, next time you got to come back and you got to show me how to use the other thing you guys
you
brought.
betcha, the tractor.
The tractor!
Yes.
Damn it. See, I'm not fully a farmer yet. I'm almost there, but I do have to finish my row. So we'll see you next time on the farm. Thank you, McCoy. Thank you, Chad, Mike, and Steve. And I'm going to finish up.
So here we are, way back Point Fest. Goldfinger, everybody.
Shaka.
Yes. Yes. And so here's the thing, okay? John, first things first. Seen the band a million times. Phenomenal band. You've changed members here, but now you've got a goddamn all-star team going on. with our buddy Mike, and then we've got Phil here and Moon, and it's just
Phil and Moon.
It's funny. He's never called me that.
I've never
Never
called
once.
you that ever. And I'm sorry, but that was the first thing that popped into my head.
Moon was telling me to, because I've known.
For my friends over at Schnucks. Now, I'm always talking about how great the rewards program is. I'm not. In fact, people, you got to stop talking about this. I will never stop talking about that rewards program. But it's gotten even better because now they just released new perks to make it more personalized. So Schnucks now has personal double points days, which makes earning rewards easier and faster. Just keep an eye on the rewards app for your personal double points day coupon. Now, once you clip it, you could use it to get double the points on your entire purchase. So instead of your usual 2% back, you're getting 4% back in Schnucks rewards to use on a future purchase. You get to choose when to use the coupon, so you could apply it next time you have to do like a big stock-up shopping. You have people coming over for the weekend. Use it then. It's an in-app coupon. So make sure you download the Schnucks Rewards app and check your digital coupons. That's where you'll find this coupon when it pops up every once in a while. Download the Schnucks Rewards app today and look out for those personal double points days.
Backstage at Point Fest, and this is, I gotta say, of all of the interviews that I've done, as far as the placement in conjunction with the show, this one is a little different because there's not going to be a show here tonight, but we've got Highly Suspect here to join us. So, gentlemen, hello, and I'm going to make this probably...
Back to the Rizz Show. Joining us in studio, St. Louis City Chief Experience Officer, Mr. Matt Seebeck. Good morning, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
Always love coming in.
A ray of sunshine.
That's right. On a dreary day.
On a moist Friday.
That's right.
A moist.
Let's
wet.
bring the energy up in here.
I think we're good, right? We're good. We're good today.
Vibes are good in here.
Is everybody in a good mood? Lern, you're right.
Yeah, I just had some of the new barbecue sauce. I'm great.
You're good.
Smell it smells smoky.
Why do I not seem good? I'm great.
Nah, it's Scott that seems a little down today.
What?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Well, let me explain a few things. I picked poorly last night for the pick'em.
Oh, this guy picked the Giants to win last night.
Yeah,
against
that'll
the
ruin
Cowboys.
I don't know what I was doing.
That's a weekend ruiner.
Yeah, it's kind of.
So now we're going into Sunday's games, one game down against the Fast Lane.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not doing great, Matt, this year with the RizzShow Fast Lane Pick'em Challenge. We're down 0-3.
Yeah.
Things are not looking good for your heroes here, but we'll turn it around. There's plenty of time, right?
We got them right where we want them.
They should beat us every week.
Totally.
They're the sports guys.
They're the sports guy. That's right.
The fact that we're even close, now it wasn't close this past week, but the first 2 weeks, it was close. It should be a blowout every week.
Play within yourself. Everything you can do, just play hard. Put your head down. Do what you need to do.
Play hard.
Stay compact.
Yeah. Stay compact.
I don't know.
That's Lern's motto.
Yeah.
And
be small.
Achieved.
Yep. Every day.
All right. So, Matt, what's going on? St. Louis City playing Sporting KC this weekend. That's the big rivalry.
Big Saturday night. Yeah. Not great for the Billy Joel fans, obviously, today, but it looks like the rain's going to clear out for us tomorrow, and we've got a big one. Sporting Kansas City. They're our rival, and this is our second year in Major League Soccer, but this rivalry, it feels like it's been going on for decades, just given the animosity that these cities have for each other.
Yeah, Rafe, his hate is so huge that, I think they have a restraining order against him.
Yeah, I have season tickets at Arrowhead, and it gets dicey because I get into a fist fight every game.
With Sporting KC
With Sporting
fans?
KC
Yeah,
fans.
I like support the Chiefs, but if I see somebody in a soccer jersey, it's on site, dog.
Yeah.
It's on site.
Yeah.
I love it.
So prior to the game tomorrow, there is a block party from 4 to 7 out at the Lou Fuse Plaza.
Yeah, always a block party. It's the benefit of having a 17-game schedule. It's every Saturday night feels like an event, feels like a party. So that block party is 3 hours before our match starts, and it's a good time to come out, listen to good local music, get some good local food. Just hang out amongst St. Louisans before we start at 7:30.
Yeah, we've said it before. Local.
Yeah,
down at City Park there. What has been the surprise this year as far as all the food goes? Anything surprising to you this year? Like what's been the most popular thing at the park this year so far?
Oh, man. I mean,
I know it's a tough question because you got so much good stuff there.
The biggest surprise has just been no dips. Like, year one was unexpected, magical. A lot of people coming in, check out the stadium, arrive early. And this year, it's not slowing down. You know, we added some new partners in. We optimized some things. But, like, people are still showing up, 1-2 hours early to eat dinner at a stadium. Yeah. And I don't think the uniqueness of that has quite washed off yet. We added kids meals this year. We added donut drive-in. So like we're filling in some gaps that.
You hear that, Rafe? Kids meals.
And donut drive-in.
Two of your favorite.
That's my boy, dude.
Two of your favorite things.
That's right. But yeah, I mean the ones that were popular last year are still crushing it. Balkan Treat Box. Yeah. We added Olive and Oak this year. Steve's Hot Dogs. Beast Craft Barbecue. Like it's a food festival at a soccer game, so it's pretty magical.
Yeah, it's the creme de la creme of St. Louis restaurants and just culinary experiences.
Yeah,
at City Park, it's second to none. I mean, you could walk around that whole place and get something different.
And I think what's cool about that is now that we have settled into year two, those local restaurants and the chefs that operate them are getting a bit more comfortable too. So they're coming, and instead of being back of house and on the grill, like they're out interacting with fans now. So they've really become part of our, the personalities of game day, which is really cool for Steve Ewing to be there taking selfies with fans.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And it's really streamlined too, as far as getting in line, getting your stuff,
that's
and
right.
getting out.
Yeah, we thought a lot about that, like how to get people in and out of the stadium quickly. 20% of our sales are done through the mobile app, which is really unique. So we've thought about a lot of different options, which is fun.
How's the Magic Supermarket work, dude? We've been talking about this for 2 years now.
The Magic Supermarket, I know.
Where you just walk in and walk out, and it charges you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody knows.
I don't think anyone knows.
Nobody knows.
And if he doesn't know, I know nobody knows.
He knows. He ain't telling us.
Tell us how it works.
It's magic, dude. It's
so
the dark
great.
arts.
They're so great. I wish we could add 10 more of those things. They're amazing.
But even when you go into the stadium, the security system you guys have, which is state of the art.
Yeah.
You don't have to queue up single file. I mean, you're being scanned.
Yeah.
Safely, but you're all kind of walking in at once.
It's all very safe, but you don't have to, you don't have to empty your pockets and feel like you're being accosted at the front door. Like it's come in, and that first interaction has to be one that is not pleasurable, but one that is just magical.
Yes.
Like you just walk in, and so it feels right.
Yeah, even in year 2, you guys still have not lost that magic.
Yeah, no, we don't, and we don't want to lose it.
Which is fantastic.
We want to bottle it up and build on it.
Well, speaking of bottling stuff up, see, good segue here.
Yeah, great for
I'm
you.
a pro.
You are a pro. So you guys have new hot sauces now. I'm sorry, new barbecue sauce and,
we do.
and a new rub here. So explain what's going on here.
Well, I mean, this is all part of the rivalry week. There's a lot of, again, the bickering with our little brothers to the west, Kansas City. Baseball is a big part of that. The battleground of Mizzou and Columbia, but this battle of barbecue has always existed. And Kansas City, has good barbecue. But we believe our barbecue culture is second to none. And not only that, in KC, you go to get barbecue in St. Louis, you have a barbecue. We all barbecue. And so we wanted to put food at the center of this rivalry this weekend. And what better way to do it than let's private label our own sauce, our own rub.
Yeah.
We brought in Gerard Kraft and David Sandusky from Beast Craft Barbecue. And
so best of the best.
Yeah, we made our own recipe. And we have a whole merchandise line around this idea of, we're calling ourselves Sauce City. We've got the sauce.
Sauce City.
We've got the sauce.
The sauce is so good.
That sauce is incredible.
So this is called the rub. I'm holding the rub.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the fact that you guys bottled this in a glass jar
is
primo.
awesome.
is great.
Spare no
nice.
expense.
Spare no expense.
That's right.
Sauce City. We've got the sauce and the rub. America's first soccer city, St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
Right here.
It's pretty cool.
So this is a sriracha lime.
Yeah, so the rub's got a little bit pulls from some different flavors, a little bit sweet. So you got some sweet on the back end with the lime, and then sriracha obviously a little hot to taste. The rub is really good, and then the sauce here is spicy and tangy. So it's got a little bit of chipotle running through it. It's got some kick.
It's super good. It's very St. Louis, but has like a black pepper sort of
Yeah.
spike to it.
Yeah.
It's
Well, a lot of that St. Louis style barbecue sauce is Mall's right here in St. Louis, and it's a vinegar based sauce. So that's what this is modeled after, and it's pretty damn good.
It's great.
So crafted by Gerard Kraft and David Sandusky?
Yeah.
Wow.
So again, 2 chefs at City Park. So bring them in and help us do this, and we're gonna have some fun. We've Adam Richmond from Man vs. Food will be in town tomorrow night to
Really?
Yeah, he's heard about the food at City Park, and so he's flying in to do a tasting tour of City Park. So
No kidding.
We've got some special guests tomorrow. That's going to be pretty fun.
Adam Richmond, the Man versus Food guy.
Yeah.
We were talking about him the other day. He had a bad experience up at Crown Candy.
Well, with the milkshakes.
With the milkshakes.
Well, yeah.
Throw up in the alley.
That's not going to happen at City Park.
yeah. Anybody will have a bad experience with trying to take down 4 milkshakes.
Yeah, I think he even talks about that being one of his worst experiences on Man versus Food. Maybe even causing him to stop doing the show.
Yeah, he did it to himself.
He did it to himself.
Yep.
Remember we tried to get him to do an event a long time ago when Man versus Food was happening.
Yeah.
We were doing an event for the radio station. We tried to get him out. And it was like, I think his fee was, if you want to get him to show up, it's like $5,000. But if you want him to eat something, it's $25,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was crazy.
it
was a crazy jump. And
It
you're
was
like,
a crazy deal. Hey, if you want to meet Adam Richmond, $5,000. But for him to eat something, $25,000. Damn.
I was gonna say like this payment was like a 8-foot party sub or something.
all right, we could have pulled that off.
Bottle of barbecue sauce.
No, I think doing that show almost killed him.
Well, yeah, rightfully so. Rightfully so. He's a bit of more of a culinary critic now.
Yes.
And again, the benefit of having Gerard and being connected to people like Adam is, we don't have to go through that type of nonsense.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. So where can people buy this?
Only down at City Park. So that'll start 4 o'clock on Saturday. So limited run right now. It's not big blasted out to retail right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get this the sauce, the rub, and the merchandise collection down at City Park at 4 o'clock.
So it's called The Sauce, limited edition barbecue sauce made in collaboration with Beastcraft in Belleville.
Mm-hmm.
Spicy and tangy barbecue sauce, perfect for that slab of St. Louis style ribs or thin cut pork steak.
There you go.
There you go. And then you got the rub, limited edition sriracha lime rub from the makers of the sauce. The rub is limited edition sriracha lime flavored rub that adds the perfect kick to whatever you are grilling.
I'm a rub man, by the way.
Yeah.
I know you didn't ask, but I want to let people know that.
I really just kind of I assumed. I assumed.
Look at this man. This is a rub man. You don't got to tell anybody. They can just look at you. You might as well be wearing a sign around your neck.
I know.
I'm a rub man.
Trust me.
So what else? What else, Matt's going on at the park? Just we're focusing on this weekend.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, again, year 2 has been a bit different than year 1. We've seen kind of both ends of the spectrum. Yet, last year, unexpected, top of the conference. This year, battling through some injuries and some changes. But team is scoring goals again. They're fun to watch. But again, it's just every Saturday is a party at the park, and we're not slowing down. And next year, 2025 in the build up to World Cup in 26. So soccer's growing like crazy, and we're excited to be a part of that ride.
And tomorrow's going to be big energy because technically we're not eliminated yet. Kansas City is. So first of all, like you said, our little brothers are over there. They're down right now. So it's always fun to kick our rivals while they're down because they just got eliminated. But listen, man, we need the points here. We're still struggling to stay alive and technically are still alive mathematically. So tomorrow is a big freaking energy game. It's a big match.
Well, kickoff at 7:30.
You got it.
KC in town. Make sure you check out the City Block Party from 4 to 7 on the Lou Fuse Plaza. Get yourself the rub. Get yourself the sauce.
Can you get it on the website? Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. So
go down there.
limited run down at the stadium tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh,
Get down there.
that's going to be gone by Sunday.
Are each of the bottles numbered like this?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
It's
that's
a collector's item.
that's right.
Nice. All right, Matt, we love you, buddy. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
stopping by. The great Matt Seebeck, St. Louis City Chief Experience Officer. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your Friday fail stories. 9:15 Friday, traffic and weather. One final look, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from tonight to Sunday. Looks like we have a right-hand shoulder block due to a crash 44 eastbound at Elm Avenue. Your point forecast, gusty winds and rain today. High of 70 right now at 62 at the Point Studio.
All right, guys, it happened. The Fed lowered their interest rates, first cut in a long time. Now, you've been waiting to jump on the whole refinance train. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Hey, jump on it now. Call Kevin Putney at the 123 Mortgage Team, and he's going to make that whole refinance process easy and painless. We refinanced our house twice with Kevin Putney. The first time, just lowered our monthly payments. The second time, we took our 30-year loan down to a 15. And this is something you could do. Pay off your house early. Lower your monthly mortgage payments. I don't know what you're waiting for. You bought a house when the rates were 7%. Lower that rate. Pay less money. It's simple. Call Kevin. He's going to do it for you. He makes the process simple, painless. 314-862-0123. That's 314-862-0123 online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, Equal Housing Opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
Rizzuto Show.
Time for your Friday fail story. Yeah. So all these people thought they had the perfect plan, but man, somewhere along the line, that perfect plan went sideways. And it became an Uber, an Ultra. Oh, dare I say it?
Don't you dare.
I'm going to say it. Mega. Hey.
Failed.
Thank you, guys.
You sounded great, boss.
All right, your Friday fail stories are sponsored by
Moritz Reusch Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
So fast food employees might worry about artificial intelligence taking their jobs one day, but now they also have to worry about AI stalking them. 27-year-old male business management student in the UK was accused of stalking and harassing a female McDonald's employee. The man first bumped into the woman when he was at the McDonald's while working as a delivery driver, and he thought she might be interested. They exchanged social media handles. He hit her up later, but she ignored the messages and eventually blocked him. Then he showed up at the McDonald's to order a milkshake for himself. Looked for her, but that was interpreted as harassment. The woman also claims the man once followed her in his car, but he denies that. Now, in court, he was asked if he thought he was crossing a line, and he said no. He didn't think he'd done anything to apologize for. But the prosecutor pointed out that he did apologize. In one of his social media messages before she blocked him, he said, quote, "I understand that my messages may make you feel uncomfortable," before asking to meet up. But the man said those were not his words. He was just desperate to go on a date and wasn't sure why the woman wasn't responding to his messages, so he asked ChatGPT what he should do. And ChatGPT said he should message again with that message. That didn't help his case. Found guilty of stalking and will be sentenced next month.
Okay.
Failed.
I guess up in Michigan, they have a mailboat. Do you guys know about this?
Mailboat.
A mailboat.
How do they know it's a mail?
M-A-I-L. So a mailboat rescued a Florida guy who was allegedly trying to swim from Canada to Detroit on Monday. The J.W. Westcott crew was notified about a person who was swimming across the Detroit River from Windsor to Detroit. So they launched the U.S. mailboat J.W. Westcott II and started a search for the swimmer. In a statement, the company said around 11 o'clock at night, deckhand James Sharp spotted a man swimming inside a life ring that had been thrown to him by someone on shore in Windsor. The Westcott maneuvered alongside where James and Captain Neil Schultes lifted the man onto the deck of the mailboat. After rescuing the guy from the water, he told crew members he was an American citizen from Florida, was attempting to get back to the U.S. by swimming across the Detroit River. Was he drunk?
You betcha.
You bet. Yeah. Disoriented and drunk. He was cold, but allegedly didn't have any physical injuries.
A great way to swim, by the way. I'm disoriented and drunk. What should I do?
The Florida man was transferred to the Detroit fireboat, taken ashore, and then transferred to the hospital.
Failed.
Well, Rizz, we're drunk and disoriented.
I guess
What should we do today?
I guess for 150 years, this mailboat goes back and forth
Interesting.
in the Detroit River. It's a long time. An Oregon man admitted to police that he was eating chicken while talking on the phone before crashing into an apartment building.
Happens to the best of us.
Police said that earlier this week, officers responded to the crash and found a super sweet Toyota Prius stuck in an occupied apartment bedroom. Quote, "Can I park here?" No. The driver also showed signs of alcohol and drug impairment before his confession to police. Nobody was hurt. The driver was identified as 41-year-old Billy Holt, arrested for driving under the influence of intoxicants, third-degree criminal mischief, and 7 counts of reckless endangerment.
Oh, my gosh.
Fail.
You guys see that idiot video of the dude that was like, I think he was trying to do like a TikTok where he was making a joke that he was going to run his car into the McDonald's.
Yes.
And then he actually
did it.
And it flipped and caught on fire.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Now, I need to know how these two met and how they discovered their common interest. 2 guys with the same name teamed up for a string of burglaries in the UK. One is 35, the other 56, and they're both named Bernie McDonough. According to reports, they're from different towns and not related. They pulled off a string of heists last month where they broke into people's homes and stole jewelry, as well as a 55-inch TV. Security cameras got them on video, so both Bernies were arrested and just got sentenced. The younger one got 2 years in prison, has to pay a fine. The older Bernie's DNA was traced back to a separate burglary last year, and so he got just under 5 years.
What?
Fail.
So they're doing this together?
Yeah.
So like I imagine like a stepbrothers moment. Like they meet and they're like, "Your name's Bernie McDonough? My name's Bernie. Did we just become best friends? Yep. Do you want to rob old people?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, let's go do it."
A DeSoto Parish, Louisiana fire chief charged with DWI last Saturday after crashing his district-issue truck into a fire hydrant. 39-year-old DeSoto Fire District No. 1 Fire Chief Mark McGee was booked into the DeSoto Parish Detention Center on charges of first-degree offense DWI and careless operation of a vehicle. So state police said the crash happened just after noon. Just after noon. Damn, dude. Starting early.
Well, he'd been up all night making chili.
Chief McGee was driving a 2022 Ford F-250 pickup truck that was assigned to him as the district chief. The truck was unmarked but had emergency lights. Southbound on Highway 5 when he veered off the road, hit a fire hydrant. Troopers at the scene detected signs of impairment, leading to the chief's arrest. A blood sample was taken and submitted for analysis. Investigation ongoing.
Failed.
Speaking of firemans, a California firefighter arrested last Friday morning on suspicion of starting 5 separate wildfires in the state within the last 6 weeks. 38-year-old fire apparatus engineer Robert Hernandez arrested at a fire station in Mendocino County on suspicion of arson to forest land. Robert is suspected of starting 5 separate fires on purpose while off duty between August 15th and September 14th. All the fires in Sonoma County.
Just to get work?
Yep. Quick actions by people living in the area and fire suppression teams kept the damages from those fires minimal.
What an idiot! This is the reverse bomb threat to get out of work.
Yeah, he's facing 5 counts of arson to forest land and being held on $2 million bail.
Failed.
If I asked you what your craziest day at work was, you might have to think about it. This guy doesn't. A Spectrum worker in North Carolina parked his bucket truck on the side of the road the other day while working on power lines. He was up in the bucket when a random guy jumped in the driver's seat and stole the truck.
It's neurodivergent.
And started speeding down the road with the boom arm extended.
Oh my gosh.
The guy drove more than half a mile before crashing on the side of the road. The boom hit a power line and caused the utility line to snap.
Whoa.
Damn.
The worker apparently got tossed from the bucket, had a safety strap on. That saved him. He ended up cutting the strap to free himself, hurt his leg when he fell. The moron who stole the truck is an older guy named Frank Moody, who'd just been released from jail 2 hours earlier. He's facing charges for larceny of a motor vehicle and assault with a deadly weapon.
Man, that was failed. All right.
Wow. Well, I'm glad the guy survived.
Fully extended?
Fully extended.
Dang. I wonder why he didn't bring it back in.
Maybe you can't when it's moving.
Or maybe tried.
Maybe. Never tried.
All right, 2 more. File this under, I learned it by watching you. 24-year-old guy in Southwest Oregon flipped his car on Tuesday night and had to be airlifted to a hospital. Police say he was driving home from a bar. Alcohol may have played a role, so once he's out of the hospital, he's looking at a DUI charge. But on the bright side, it could be a bonding experience because his dad showed up to the scene of the crash and he got a DUI. 53-year-old Jonathan Crabble pulled up in his own vehicle smelling like booze. Police say it was uncooperative, wouldn't take a breathalyzer. They gave him a field sobriety test. He failed miserably, facing charges for driving under the influence and refusing to provide a breath sample.
Johnny Crabbleseed.
Failed. Johnny Crabble.
Crabble's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, it is.
And finally, what would you do if you stumbled upon a car parked at a deserted beach after sunset, all the doors are open, and there's a mysterious knocking coming from the trunk? What would you do?
Oh, man.
Open it up.
Wow, dude. Well, first of all, I'd look
Start a
around.
conversation.
Hello?
Hey, somebody in there? I'd look around and see if there are 3 bobbing heads in the ocean. Right? You said it's on a beach?
It's on a deserted beach after sunset. All 4 doors are open, and there's coming from the trunk.
What kind of car? It matters.
It is a 1997 Lincoln Continental.
Whoa, no way,
You
dude.
run so fast.
Holy smokes. This is a Gotham City.
Yeah. This is
sort
where
of
you call the
scenario.
police and hide.
Do you
So-
call the police first? No.
Right?
I mean, as you're trying to
I'd be
have a
like, dude,
conversation with
there's
whoever's in the trunk.
Yeah. You call the cops. Well, a cop was first on the scene here.
Good.
Monroe County Sheriff's Deputy Seth Hopp, just another day putting up in Florida, man. So we answered a 9:30 p.m. call about a suspicious 1997 Lincoln Continental parked at Sombrero Beach in the Florida Keys. He gets there, he finds every door wide open except for the trunk. Nobody in sight. To top it off, he hears a mysterious sound. He approaches the vehicle, hears knocking coming from the trunk. Naturally, Deputy Hopp called out, hello, ordering the person in the trunk to come out. But things took a hilarious turn when 32-year-old Rob Moore, locked inside, couldn't comply. He claimed he had been hunting for his lost keys when somehow he managed to fall inside the trunk, which then closed, locking him inside.
Wow, what a best case scenario for stumbling upon this scene.
Yes.
Also,
that
what a
is
great
the
ad
best.
for trunk space of a Lincoln Continental.
Right.
But not so much for the automatic
Luxurious.
opener from the inside.
The,
I thought there's a little yellow pull tabby.
Maybe those are new. This is a 1997, so maybe
Oh,
in
it
newer
can't
cars.
be that old.
And
No.
organized crime like those for a reason, I think.
No, dude, it got the little latch, the little thing.
Definitely somebody stuffed him in this trunk, by the way. Definitely.
You think so?
Definitely.
Yeah, he's just scared to say.
He says he fell in. Well, I don't
Maybe
know,
said
but
he's
the
a
deputy,
felon.
the keys were gone. Keys missing. Deputy popped the trunk, freed Rob. Bad news. Cops spotted drugs in the car. So after his rescue, Rob was arrested.
Whoa.
For possession of drugs and paraphernalia.
So he could have been set
Okay,
up.
here is the trunk to a 1997 Lincoln Continental. I'm not seeing the tab, but that is a pretty big trunk, to be
What's
honest.
that on the far right,
That's
though?
if
Even
I
for
was
the
to be
90s.
stuffed in a trunk,
You want to be in one of those?
probably.
I mean, look, I'm not seeing. You know, they always had the little yellow pull tabby here, as if you're, inflating.
In the newer cars, they have those, like the emergency release.
Right, but I didn't think it would be that old.
I don't know, but
that,
Rob got arrested.
that new of a thing.
Failed.
All right, and those are your Friday fail stories. Thank you. All right, Moon, I think we got time for like one or two emails.
Okay.
It's 9:35. So, yeah, one or two emails before we get our final break.
Emails are brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Okay, let's see. We were talking about naming your kid after like a character because there was
Loki
a British,
Skywalker.
Yeah, there was a British couple that the government allowed them to, name a kid and put on a birth certificate Loki Skywalker Smith or whatever it was.
Yeah. A lot of copyright lawyers listen to the show, I noticed from the emails.
Wow.
But they would not allow him to get a passport.
But they weren't getting, without written permission from Disney, which we all thought was
Or
kinda strange.
change the kid's name or get permission from Disney.
Right, and this was not a Disney thing. It's not a Disney policy. This was the UK saying this. This person says, "Morning, ladies and gents. Just catching up on yesterday's show, I wanted to bring up an example that defies the Queen. Sorry, Rizz, but Kevin Smith named his daughter Harley Quinn Smith. I mean, that's spot on, and she travels everywhere. If they let them put it on a birth certificate, they should let you have a passport. Thanks for the laughs."
I wasn't taking issue.
You did take issue.
I
with
took
people
issue with
naming their
I took
kids.
issue with the parents naming the kid Loki Skywalker.
Right.
No doubt, Loki should have a passport. I'm not taking issue with that part of it.
Are you upset with Kevin Smith?
No, that's Harley is a cool name.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. She doesn't go by Harley. She goes by Harley Quinn.
Okay, but that's better than Loki Skywalker.
It's the same thing, though. It's
not.
a character. It's Margot Robbie. It's Lady Gaga here in a couple of days.
Okay, there's a big difference between naming your kid Harley and Loki Skywalker. Come on.
Why? Harley and
They're
Loki.
two characters.
Harley, there are people named Harley.
There's
And
people named
Loki's
Harley Quinn.
a much older name than Harley.
When have you ever met a Loki?
What if you named your kid Harley
What's
Davidson?
that have to mean?
There's
it
a
has
Loki
nothing
in
to
our
do
It's
with
not a
that.
normal name.
Maybe it is.
Stop it.
How many times have you been in Norway?
Loki
That's
Skywalker.
her real name.
Let's just see here.
How many Lokis have you met?
Oh, dude.
How many Lokis
Zero.
have you dated,
Counting
Rafe
pit
Dean?
bulls?
Humans.
What's that matter? It's just because it's rare. Or rarer. My son doesn't have a very popular name. I've never met another one of him.
Hey, my name's
Doesn't mean
Rafe,
it's
so
crazy.
kind of hard to cast stones at the Lokis out in the world.
Yeah, he
but
was named after a turtle, a ninja turtle, a mutant.
Y'all are crazy.
Whatever.
And
dude.
usually when somebody says that, the argument's over.
Okay, well,
Y'all are crazy.
oh, crazy.
I'm done with this argument.
This show is officially tripping. Next.
Yeah, nuts. Next.
Food news. Heard you guys talking about grilled cheese sandwiches on waffles. I casually mentioned it to my husband. He left immediately and went and bought Eggo
And left.
waffles.
Good man.
Oh,
Our
left her.
life is changed. Best grilled cheese I've ever had. Crispy outside, fluffy cheese inside. Absolutely amazing. And sent pictures. Look at these pictures.
Weekend plans have engaged.
I will say,
my
it
gosh.
does
You don't need
look
that.
Oh, Lord
pretty
Barbara,
spectacular.
in the name
You don't need
of
it.
So look,
Up City.
this person like buttered this
Wow.
and then put the cheese in between the waffles.
Yep.
And look, kind of browned out the waffle. It does brown well. I mean, this looks pretty spectacular.
I'm
And you
going
know
to
what you
Schnucks
should add to
immediately
this?
after the show.
Get some tomato
Add
soup.
a little tomato and maybe a little bacon if that's your thing, and maybe just a
I'm telling
tiny
you,
bit of.
tomato on a grilled cheese is overrated.
You're wrong.
Oh, buddy.
What are you doing today?
And a little barbecue sauce.
Are you kidding me? Dipping a
Actually-
grilled cheese in a tomato
No,
soup?
putting tomato in a grilled cheese.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
you're-
no thanks.
Oh no, it's so
I won't
good.
do that either.
What's wrong with
It
that?
makes it. I've tried it. I love tomato.
The only tomato that you need is the soup.
If you're gonna do tomato, do the tomato soup, and not put a tomato in the grilled
No.
cheese. It
Don't put
sogs
anything
it
in.
out.
What?
I'm telling you.
He's off his meds today.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, I think you've lost it.
No, I'm with him on this.
today?
Maybe you should have had a 4-day week. You know? what I'm saying?
Are you crazy?
Nobody wants the party crashed by a tomato in their grilled cheese. Am I right?
You know, whatever you
Yeah,
guys
it
say.
turns weird. It gets weird.
It's
Yeah.
good, though.
It gets weird. It gets like
Called
mealy.
an adult grilled cheese.
No, it's not.
And it's great. It's bacon, pickles, and tomato, and it's amazing.
That's a sandwich. That's a hot sandwich.
It's a grilled cheese with some really top shelf condiments.
An adult grilled cheese is many different types of cheeses melted between sourdough bread.
Yeah, well.
All right, one quick one. We gotta get a quick one. We gotta hit the final break.
Let's see. I'm flying from Dallas. I'm flying from Dallas to Mexico. The captain says that the aircraft has an issue and called a guy that has a safety vest with the big letters on the back saying airplane maintenance. The technician literally said to the pilot, "Turn off the airplane and wait for 5 minutes," like it's a Wi-Fi router. I would rather not know any of this. Oh well. Have a good night. Wish us luck, Mario.
I haven't heard of any plane crashes, so I think he's all right.
Can you imagine that, though? Like, the pilot calls and says, "Hey, we're having some issues. Can you come fix it?" And they give us the old IT guy answer of, have you tried restarting it?
Have you unplugged it? Control, Alt, Delete.
We talk so much about airplanes and airplane, etiquette and all that.
I would go, huh? You wouldn't? I'd go, huh? I don't need to be knowing that. I don't need to be knowing this stuff.
Yeah,
Close the door.
And I am of that mind as well. Like, I don't want to know anything about the maintenance or anything.
Well, his vest does say airplane maintenance, so that's he's an expert.
Don't give me any details. I don't want to know anything. Just fly. Take me or don't. No details.
Yeah,
please.
I don't want to know how the sausage is made.
Yeah, exactly. If there's anything I really don't want to know,
take me
it's
there.
airplane details.
Just take me there. Ignorance is bliss, I think, sometimes.
Yes.
All right, one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
All right, Point Fest 2022. It is Liv, and I am so excited. As you know, this is one of my favorite bands ever. The Struts, gentlemen, thank you so much.
That was
Thank
a
you for being
lovely
here.
introduction.
So
Thank
excited. So to start, I actually have a prop because I met you guys several years ago. It was backstage at a show, and Luke, you had disappeared for a moment, and I missed an autograph on my favorite piece of merch ever.
Oh. Here we go. There's a badge on your bag as well with the Struts on. Wow.
So,
flag. The flag.
if you would be so kind, my
Of
friend.
course. Do you have a pen?
I do.
Fantastic. Of course I will.
That's been waiting there
Since
in
2019.
anticipation.
It's been on my wall, and I'm like,
Oh, that's a
damn
big
it, I
day.
don't have Luke.
Seize the opportunity.
Exactly. I have you guys hostage, so I kind of had to. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure. I'm sorry I didn't sign it
You
before.
had a show to get ready for. That's
I was
totally
getting
fine.
ready. Oh,
you
that
were.
makes
You
sense.
were. You didn't just like bail on me.
No.
NinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show.
Yeah, we're all arguing over food over here because we're experts in food. That's the fact. But when it comes to jewelry, we are not experts. I am admittedly an idiot when it comes to jewelry.
Yes.
But you know what? I have finally found somebody that I completely trust. And oh, what a relief it is to give over the responsibility of something huge to someone that you know and trust. And that's exactly what Mort's Roche is to not only me, but my entire family when it comes to all things fine jewelry. Mort's Roche is who I will always go to.
Oh, man. You go to one, all right, you're looking for an engagement ring. You go to one of these mall jewelers, you go to the street level jewelers. There's nothing special about that stuff. There's like a million of that. There's a million of those rings around. A million.
There's a million of that.
A million of that. No, if you want something truly unique, something truly special, you get it built at Mort's Roche Jewelry, whether it be something from the Simon G collection or maybe taking an old family heirloom and modernizing it. There's so many things you could do. Engagement rings. We're thinking about the holidays already. Get out to Mort's Roche Jewelry. Make an appointment. They've been around for 40 years. See what we've been talking about for over 10 years now. Mort's Roche Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show. NinjaBling.com, where you get the jewels and not the shaft. The next live will be the worldwide technology.
Yeah, Danny Solomon's got one of those like movie character blend in anywhere. Throw a hat on, now you're this guy. Throw a different hat on, now you're this guy. You know what I mean? For such a somewhat distinctive look, you put a hat on that guy, he can go anywhere. You know what's crazy? I don't miss alcohol, but I miss that. I miss giant glasses filled with a goal. You know, like when somebody would hand me one of those, I'd be like, I'm going to fucking drink this and then drink another. You know what I mean? Like, I miss the goal of it.
You sounded drunk when you said it.
But like, yes, hand me that giant gallon of fluid that I will just crush.
Yeah.
I miss that. But I don't miss alcohol. Oh, bro.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and we have the absolute pleasure for the first time of speaking to Ash from New Year's Day. Welcome, and it's great to have you at Point Fest.
We're so honored to be at Point Fest today. It was so much fun.
You had that crowd going. You know what I mean? How do you handle the challenge when you are coming into a situation where you know, there's a headliner, we're playing a little bit earlier on in the day. That is not an easy thing a lot of times, but a lot of bands enjoy that challenge.
We are one of those bands.
Yeah.
Obviously I'd love to be the headliner eventually and play later time slots, but I really do enjoy being one of the openers, even though it was hot. Even though it was so hot. But we enjoy opening the crowd because, one, they're energetic, they're ready to start the day, and I feel like I can really get them to rock out.
Yep.
They're not, 5 beers deep and have been in the sun for 8 hours yet.
Right.
I do enjoy that. And I like a challenge. I love wrestling. So I always love the idea of being the heel and having to go out and turn the crowd, and I let the crowd kind of look at you like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah.
And then have them in the palm of your hand by the end.
Absolutely.
Even if they're booing. Just kidding, but they weren't.
But the power of you know what I didn't understand when I was a kid and watched wrestling so much and
Are you a
now.
wrestling fan too?
I am a
Like watching cars go fast, this is your weekend. Today, tomorrow, Sunday, the NHRA Midwest Nationals Worldwide Technology Raceway. This means it's time for ground-pounding, nitro-burning, 10,000 horsepower rocket ships at more than 335 miles an hour. Now, I know the weather is not great today. Just got a note from the racetrack due to inclement weather. The NHRA and Worldwide Technology Raceway officials are postponing the Time Spectacular gates will open. I'm sorry, not spectacular, spectator. The whole weekend's going to be spectacular, but they're postponing the time spectator gates are going to open, as well as the opening qualifying session today for the Midwest Nationals. High winds, rain expected in the area, pushing back the first qualifying session, originally scheduled for noon. So updated times and more info is going to be released when it becomes available. So go to www.raceway.com for your schedule updates or nhra.com for schedule updates. But if you want to get tickets, it's supposed to be all right tomorrow. www.raceway.com. That's www.raceway.com. You'll see all the legends, Tony Stewart, Ron Capps, Antron Brown, Brittany Force, all here at our hometown track. NHRA Midwest Nationals this weekend, Worldwide Technology Raceway, www.raceway.com for all the info, brought to you in part by Illinois Tourism and Downstate Tourism.
What's going on? It's Liv, and I'm in the Four Brothers Mead tent, joined by a few of the members of Papa Roach. How's it going, guys?
I'm great. I'm great. Good to be here. Point Fest again.
Yes, and I know you're a Point Fest veteran. This is my first one.
Oh, really?
And the guys were telling me, he's like, you know what? Jacoby one time came over here, took his pants off, and did the whole interview in his underwear.
Damn, I don't
so
even
you are
remember
a
that.
bit overdressed.
Damn. It's part of my.
Are we gonna roll the clip?
Dude, I gotta see this. I totally forgot that.
Apparently, it happened.
I know. I do look good with my pants off, though. But yeah,
that would push ticket sales for tonight.
Totally.
We're so excited that you guys are here. You got Ego Trip.
Yeah, it's out.
It's out. It's incredible. And we were just talking off the interview that I'm from Maine. A lot of snow in Maine, and I gotta say, Swerve is my snowstorm driving jam. Crank it up, and when it's coming down and people are driving all over the road, the perfect song.
That's perfect for real. I can just imagine seeing all these cars just like
That's exactly how it
careening
goes.
off into the ditch.
Yep. Now, you guys just released a music video for No Apologies. One steady shot. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was we've been doing it for a little while, and it was great for the tour. We did it pretty much every day, but we picked the best one, and it was like it just the crowd came alive, and it just made for a great show. And
I think we'll do it again tonight.
Do it up.
I mean, we've been doing it every night. We're like, hey, one take music video, let's go.
Yeah,
it's so good, and your brother does it.
Yes, he does all of our content, and it's fun having him on the road. He's not here with us today. It was just like we got 2 shows, so we're playing here.
Give him
and then
a day off. He's family, right?
He actually works both for us and the Struts that are here today.
That's incredible.
Oh, Luke. The bold, dashing Luke.
Okay, so
awesome.
when's the Papa Roach Struts collab?
I mean, you never know. Maybe
mean,
next
hey.
album.
See?
We'll see.
You heard it here first. It's happening. Now, speaking of collaborations, one of the biggest songs, what was it, last year, 2 years ago, you teamed up with The Who, the HU, the Mongolian throat singing band. And out of all the shows I've been to this year, they were so fun. What was it like to work with them?
Oh, it was great. When I first pulled up on the guys, we met each other. I didn't actually meet them before we did the song. I met them after I recorded the song, and I met them on set when we were going to shoot the music video. And none of the fellas speak English.
Nope.
Very super limited. And one of the guys in the group has a brother that speaks fluent, and so we had a translator there, and it was just like instant bros.
That's amazing.
Straight up, like it was just like. Just talking about bands that we had grown up on, and there was just a lot of commonality in the threads of music.
Which is wild to think, because it's such a different culture, and you look at them and they're almost intimidating.
Yeah, absolutely. They're like they're coming to murder us. It's pretty. Their origin story is pretty fascinating too. They are all like classically trained Mongolian throat singers. They went to this music institute in Mongolia, and this old pop star had this idea of how do we, get these young talented people to like do something that can reach the world. Yeah. And so they conceptualized the idea for The Who, and then next thing you know, they're touring around the world, and then they got cats like me on their tracks and
bringing it to the mainstream.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I love the guys and just good people. So
it's a cool thing to
fun
be a part
collaboration.
of. Yeah, and that's the thing. When I think Papa Roach, ever since you guys really hit the scene, you're always present in the forefront of the scene in one way or another. Like for me, Papa Roach is one of the most consistent things I think in my life.
Goodness, that's fantastic. I'm glad we could be that.
Well, I mean, I think back to growing up with you guys. I mean, you guys hit it big. I think when I was preteen, teenager age, and then you guys have the song for WWE Raw.
Yeah,
and you're there, and I'm a huge wrestling fan, and then Gravity was huge, and that introduced me to In This Moment. So, like, for me, Papa Roach is one of those, you're always kind of ahead of the game on certain things, certain bands, certain acts, and you're always present. And another thing that's really cool is your presence on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, we're dorking out on TikTok.
You were one of the first rock bands that I really saw embrace that platform and have fun with it.
Yeah, I saw Randy from Lamb of God the other day on Instagram. They're like, Randy, your album's coming out today, and your management wants to do a TikTok. He's like, I don't fucking do TikTok. and that was a TikTok, and I'm like, brilliant.
It was great.
Perfect.
But you guys have really leaned into it. You jump on the trends. You do reactions. So was that hard to convince you to jump in, or were you just on board?
I had no desire to want to do any of that. I'll be honest. I was like...
it took about 6 months of convincing by my brother and his brother to get into it, because it was like, it was for young kids originally, and we were still like kind of of that mindset that, it's just for kids, but
the pandemic happened, and then we're all like, we're going to try this
sucked
thing.
into their phones.
Yep.
I think it's a cool way to like air out the humor. You know what I mean? I think we're humorous dudes on the side, Our music has a serious tone to it, but as individuals, we got a sense of humor. So we felt that was a necessary place to, I guess, shine that side of who we are as funny men. You're a funny man. I'm a funny man.
hilarious. And you guys really leaned into it, too. I mean, you had that collaboration with Jairus Johnson,
Oh,
who really blew up on TikTok. And
Yep.
I'm like, look at Papa. They know what they're doing and who to team up with.
Yeah,
And-
we're always keeping our ear to the underground. You know, we're looking for what's new, what's popping. I think that's part of the fun of music is discovering new stuff. And but then also, like, how do we lead the charge ourselves? How do we, like, I guess, carry the torch for rock and roll?
Yeah.
That's our goal. I don't know if we're necessarily the band that's doing it, but it's like when you put that in the forefront of your mind, like, how are we going to take our fans on a journey?
Yeah.
Like, what's this trip going to be? And I think that we always stretch out in that regard. And sometimes we go a little too far, and fans are like, what the fuck are you guys doing? We're like, dude, just give it like 5 years, and then you'll get it.
Yeah.
Like, we're coming to you from the future,
Yes.
and the future's dope.
Incredible. So what do you say to those fans who maybe haven't heard you guys much since Scars or Last Resort? Like, if they were to listen
Where
to
the
Ego
fuck
Trip.
you been? You been in a fucking rock? Wake up! Sorry,
No, that's fine.
I
Let it
interrupted you,
out.
but I just
Let
had to
it
get that out. Sorry.
It's good. No, do you feel better?
No. They're still under the rock. What would you say to them, Jerry?
They're coming. No, I mean, yeah, just go deep. Check it out. Go deep because we got plenty.
Yeah.
You know,
11 records.
that's right.
Which is
11
wild
albums.
to me.
Yeah, it is.
I can only imagine what it is to you, for you guys to think
It's
back.
like, what do you write about?
What do you write about, and how do you pick what you perform? I mean, you have such a huge library.
We're just playing
now.
the hits tonight.
Yeah.
We're just playing the hits and a couple deep cuts and a
okay.
couple covers actually tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. So
Yeah,
what's
mixing it
what's
up.
next? You guys got the torch. Where are we going? What's next for Papa Roach?
We're going to
We're taking the torch to what? Canada?
Louder Than Life.
Okay.
So you're going to hop in the car this weekend and go check out some open houses, find your new home. Maybe your first home or maybe it's a second home. But regardless, you need to go to First Community and ask them about their home loans because they have one for absolutely everyone. And I went there. I was in the same boat you are. I was there a few years ago. I had never bought a home, had no clue what I was doing. But a friend of mine told me to reach out to First Community because he got a hot tip. They had all kinds of great benefits that will save you thousands of dollars. And I did. I reached out to First Community. They walked me through every step of the way. And I got that first-time home buyer loan with them, and I'm so glad I did because the first-time home buyer loan, there's no down payment required. There's no closing costs and no private mortgage insurance required, so it's very amazing and it makes you save a lot of money. Plus, they're wonderful to work with, and if you're looking to get your second home, you need the little bit more of a loan. Well, they have the affordable alternative 5-year adjustable rate mortgage with a lower rate and at a 30-year term to keep those more affordable and to get your payments down. So go to First Community before you go out searching for the home and get the loan that you need. Go to First Community for complete terms and conditions. Visit firstcommunity.com or call 1-800-797-8880.
Guys, we landed the plane. Remember we took off on Monday? Mm-hmm. Landed the plane. That's
us.
it. We're
Nice
done.
work, Captain.
Done for the week. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. All right, Moon, what is today's podcast title?
Today's podcast title is, oh, shoot, I lost it. Can't Handle the New Ply.
Okay. All right. I hope you have a very enjoyable weekend. Stay dry. Hopefully all your events don't get rained out. Moon, what do you got?
Eureka Days, tomorrow is 6 to 10. The rain's going to be pushed. It's already pushed forward. It's happening tonight, basically. So tomorrow is on. It's going to be so much fun. Eureka Days is incredible. Great community. Obviously, Jeff's old community. And, man, they turn out. Great food. Great rides, good family fun, and we'll play. The Teenage Dirtbags will play from 6 to 10. There's fireworks and a bunch of other stuff, too. So I'll see you at Eureka Days tomorrow.
All right, Lern.
Just want to say, Sunday, come on out to Copper Fire, 2 to 5. We're doing some day rock with Lane Narrows. I am excited for my friend Kate, who is the owner of the soap and candle place Maven. She's having a soft opening day for her new location on Kings Highway, or on the Hill, rather.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And I'm going to be hitting that up later today. And
today?
it's today, just soft opening. I'm excited about that. And you can follow me at Learn Versus Radio for everything.
All right, Rafe.
I got nothing. Have a good weekend.
All right, thank you. You too, Rafe. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Scott.
Yeah, come out tomorrow night to the Cobb Factory, and it's from 7 to 9. We'll be out there giving away all kinds of good stuff. And also, if you're in Washington, Missouri, earlier that day, come by the nice corn cob factory, the Meerschaum, Missouri corn factory. I'll be hanging out. It's going to be awesome.
Okay. What an exciting
Captain
Saturday.
Mm-hmm. This is a cobber
Go
day.
see one of my friends' things this weekend. 3 of you guys got stuff. Go out, send me photos of you hanging out with my friends from this show.
Yeah,
That's what
that'd
Oh,
be
you got a
nice.
buddy up at...
That's my wish. Or go to the Funny Bone. Go
Funny
see
Bone
Nate
this
Craig.
weekend,
He's
too.
funny.
Oh, and Jonathan Van Ness tomorrow and tonight at the Helium, too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a weekend.
I'm excited.
Weekend.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our teamers. Remember the day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Edwardsville, Paul Whittington is our teamer of the day. And Paul wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Energy up.